she has been adventuring through the through Icewind Dale, looking for the finest materials to craft an exquisite suit of armor for the Queen of Mithril Hall, who she is madly infatuated with. Although recently she's been sidetracked from her mission to try to help out the Thunlakalaga clan.
All right, Spore.
Spore is a what I like to call is a colony, whatever the other. I should probably look into some science before I do my background. But anyways, a colony of spores, I guess, is how you describe it, in a wood elf's body that's been venturing around Icewind Dale for a minute and is getting a little tired of the cold, right? So I think at some point he or she is going to venture south because it's just every turn is another drama-stricken day, and it's not getting any warmer. Just really not conducive to like a fungus or spores life. So we thought we'd come up here for adventure, and then we didn't realize what adventure entailed. So that's Spore, and Spore is clearly a druid. Circle of the Spore. So it's like a hue, like I have a green aura, and it's not light. It's just the spores, circling around me.
Hopefully nobody's allergic.
Yeah,
What's
hopefully no
that?
one has allergies.
Yeah. Allergy season in the middle of winter.
Okay, next we have Torgund. Go ahead, Torgund.
Torgund is a human barbarian, rather large and tall in stature, but he has dark hair. So think of kind of like Wolfgar, but with dark hair and slightly shorter. He's not 7 feet tall, but he's like 6'8", 6'10". He's been in Icewind Dale. Actually, he grew up in the Uthgardt regions. Here, listening to stories of Wolfgar, and decided to come to Icewind Dale to learn more and follow in the footsteps of the famous barbarian king of yesteryear. He's had several adventures in Icewind Dale as part of this season. Things of note would be winning the Knucklehead Rally by rolling a 20 on a death save, and then throwing his hand axe to complete final victory as the seconds wound down. He beat Frostclaw?
Yeah.
Yep, beat Frostclaw, or defeated Frostclaw, and earned twice, and the second time, when the staff exploded, earned the Corrupted Charlatan Infusion, so just waiting for when that one comes back.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't turn evil, but we'll see.
Okay, Claudius, your turn.
Right, last thing I would say is he's known for charging in.
Got it.
Typical barbarian. Fight first, ask questions later.
You're in good company with Claudius. Go ahead, Claudius.
Claudius appears to be a very comely-looking tabaxi. He has a very regal mane, and he announces himself as a king. He rides astride a harumph over here, his stalwart mount and nighttime cuddle buddy up here in the frigid cold wastes. He speaks very strangely, and he always talks about your world instead of his world, our world. But Claudius is adventuring. He seems to be searching for something, but perhaps today we might find it.
Next
And while you're within Claudius's majesty, you may accept a +5 bonus to any saving throw you make and immunity to the frightened condition.
Very good. Okay. Next we have Theron. Go ahead, Theron.
I'm Theron Amarki, half drop, and I'm a sorcerer of the 8th level. But I've had a psionic infusion when I was very little, and henceforth I can place thoughts into people's minds and read some thoughts. And I am not quite the person that likes to charge in every battle I like to sit behind Torgan and throw fireballs, but it works. So yeah.
Tell them what you look like.
Oh, I have very different skin tones over me. I have the drow colored skin and my more human looking flesh also.
So kind of picture, I don't know if you guys are fans of the Star Trek original series, but there was an episode where there were guys that were white on one half of their body and black on the other half.
Interesting.
Like a Malika.
Yeah, that's kind of what Theron looks like.
Very
But
cool.
I have the signature drow eyes.
Okay, and then we got Galanadel.
Galadel is a monk, and she came from a very noble family. But the family was very rude to people below them, so she wanted to prove them wrong and say, well, I can be lower than you and still be great. So she's out in the world trying to build herself up from pretty much nothing. But she does have her four, actually. Can't fight, though. And his name is Amakir. Follows her everywhere.
What kind of monk is Galanadel? Like a way of the four elements? That's it? Okay.
The Boros emergency bacon.
No, it's not.
Okay, that's your party. You also have Lieutenant Prook, your GIF mercenary that you rescued from an ice troll cave some time back, who went with you on the expedition to get back the Goliath hunters, and has returned with you to the Goliath caves. So, a fire crackles in the center of the great hall, where the Goliath chieftain Old Goat is sitting. She leans on her great axe and she stares into the flames. Her brow is furrowed, taking in the grave news that her hunters have been slain. Beside her is the bard Grakal Dawnbearer. The bard paces the room, also a Goliath. Goliath dressed in hides and clothes of very bright colors, worn to look like a sunrise, and usually with a personality to match. Softly spoken, though, Grakal looks down, or downtrodden, the same as Old Goat does. The hippopotamus-headed mercenary, Lieutenant Prook, speaks. He says, "We entered those ruins to rescue a unit of Goliath hunters and to put pay to their captors, the Neogi. The same Neogi who wiped out my entire crew. We were overrun there by monstrosities the like of which I've never seen. It is strikingly apparent our troubles now exceed the plight of the Goliaths of this hall." Old Goat's frown deepens at that. Her muscles tense. Lieutenant Prook continues. "Neither is it a matter of avenging the death of my crew, for the witless Neogi have awakened something beneath the ice, something alien and terrible that poses a clear and present threat to life as we know it. The solution is obvious. We must blow that horror-infested hellhole to smithereens." Lieutenant Prook strokes his prodigious chin. He says a set of arcane explosives should do the trick. Now all I need is a workshop to create the devices and a magical power source to charge them with. The room falls quiet as you all look at each other and look at Lieutenant Prook. Maybe one of you might know of such things. Any of you have any ideas where you might find a workshop where you could make explosives and a magical power source to charge them with?
Could we? I was thinking that we might be able to go to either the druid's place where he had his springs where we first met the Mud Muppet.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or
Yeah,
is the necessary beneath the ice? Perhaps their wizards left a workshop there,
yeah,
and they have a battery that charges that allows the city to once fly.
yeah. As you guys
that's a good point.
That's a good possibility, yeah. So you guys are like talking amongst yourselves when Spore, you overhear the two Goliaths, Dawnbearer and Old Goat, talking, whispering. Spore, let's see if you speak Giant. Do you speak Giant, Spore? You
I
don't.
do not. Dwarvish, Elvish, and Common.
But you know Helia does. And you've adventured with Helia before, so you tap Helia, or maybe you have or haven't, tap Helia on the shoulder, and Helia, you can listen in now too. And so you're able to translate. It seems
Helia and Spore have adventures together.
Grogall is nervously telling Old Goat that they've been experiencing strange voices in their head since the disappearance of Tree Eye. Over and over, the voice in their mind repeats. And at this point, Claudius, you've seen that these two are kind of listening in, so you start listening in. You don't know what they're saying directly, but you can get the translation from Helia. And the rest of you kind of listen in. What she says after Helia translates is, the voice in their mind is, Nautiloid down. Emergency protocols enabled. Crew safe, but vessel imperiled. Psi crystal needed. Come at once. So I'll repeat that for you. Nautiloid down. Emergency protocols enabled. Crew safe, but vessel imperiled. Psi crystal needed. Come at once.
Prook. Lieutenant Prook.
Yes.
We can apparently know of this Nautiloid. We must go there and take the ship so that we may return to the stars. I mean, yes.
A Nautiloid, yes. A powerful spacefaring vessel those are. They can travel between worlds. They would definitely have a workshop and power that we could use. If the ship has any functionality
left. All of it. We need to have enough to take off from the gravity well of this planet in order to return to my own.
Yes. We must be able to reach escape velocity. Okay. I will pack. We must go. So he starts packing up for a trip to find this Nautiloid. Old Goat and Dawnbearer see you guys have listened in and are speaking about the thing. And Old Goat says, we saw that falling star, and we presumed it was the first ship that you found. But maybe it was the second ship, actually. It seemed like it was further away than the ship that you found, or the way the star fell. Maybe the falling star and this Nautiloid are one and the same. Our Goliath hunters have searched out the mountains, and they think they know the mountain valley where the star fell. She pulls out, well, she doesn't really have any maps of anything, but she will help you with any maps you guys carry to try and locate this valley where this falling star fell. And if you look at the map of Icewind Dale, you guys are over here in the mountains, and the starfall was way over here in the mountains. Right over there. So you're going to have to travel back to 10 towns, or south of 10 towns. Quite a journey. Each of those squares is 5 miles, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So it's like 50 miles away to where that ship fell. And Lieutenant Prook is getting ready for the trip. Don, or Old Goat, supplies you with enough food and provisions to get all the way there. Sadly, now that the Goliath clan is even fewer in number, they have some spares. She encourages you, if you can, to find this ship and power up the explosive that Lieutenant Prook speaks of and come back and destroy this otherworldly city to make sure its horrors do not escape into the world. Do you guys need to do anything before you go? You can buy and sell, basic player's handbook stuff, potions of healing. You each start with inspiration. You each start with a potion of greater healing, provided to you by the Goliaths, but it's only of a limited functionality at the end of this adventure.
How long is the journey going to take?
50 miles through snow and ice could take you a matter of like 20 days, depending on how, if you have any other magical...
Every day Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, every day I can recover my spells, so we can... No, actually that wouldn't work. The spell only works for people. Never mind. I was thinking about Dimension Door.
I will cast Aid on myself, Claudius, and Torgund at the beginning of every day.
So for those of you that get that spell, that's 5 to your maximum and 5 to your current hit points.
Claudius will appreciate it and ask that you cast it on Harumph instead.
Okay. Well, Claudius will, or Helly will do that. The way she casts Aid is she punches the recipient in the shoulder and tells them they have good armor, or in your case of Harumph, would be good barding.
That she does actually have some awesome barding.
Lieutenant Prook does not disagree with Claudius's assessment of the situation. That is a good idea, he says. If we can get it up into space, we will be much better off. Plus, if it doesn't work, we're that way further away.
Then, come, my companions. Let us travel and complete this quest for the glory.
Okay, you set off from the Goliath clan to find the fallen star once and for all. Snow falls in light flurries as you head west through the mountains from Wyrmdoom Crag. Lieutenant Prook is emboldened by his plan to reduce Zorvin Troth to rubble, offering words of encouragement as the group travels. Let's look lively, lads. This den of alien madness won't explode itself, you know. After many days' travel, and you'll do the aided spell every day, I assume, the air is pierced by shrill, monstrous screeching and guttural roars echoing from a rise up ahead. Rushing up there, you can see a cavern, and inside, the cave mouth gapes before you. Large icicles hang from its roof like rows of teeth, giving the place the appearance of a dreadful open maw. A heat haze emanates from serpentine monstrosities which snake around the cavern on countless legs. They snap at large worm-like creatures which recoil from the heat. Curiously, these creatures are wearing harnesses. Let me move you on the map, show you what you see. So you got your party of 6, plus Lieutenant Prook is hanging out, plus you got your tiger. Let me put him there with you. You've traveled most of the way before this encounter happens. You'd say you're about more than 75% of the way to your destination. The chamber that you see looks like... this. So here's the chamber that you see. You can set you guys anywhere along the edge of the map. You can even be in the white spaces there. The creatures inside have not seen you. So go ahead and set up where you want to be. You can be as close as, this far from them if you like.
And which ones have the harness? The green or the blue?
The green ones. The green ones are encircled by these multi-legged worm or snake-like creatures. And these multi-legged snake-like creatures have like a heat haze coming off of them, so they are intensely hot. In fact, you can see the snow melting around them as they move. What was that?
At least Theron have heard stories of these creatures from reading the Drist novels. From reading stories about Drist, that they're worms that are common in Icewind Dale, that their back has a ton of heat off of it.
So be careful. They will burn grievously, you think. So take up the position you want to be in, think of what you want to have in your hands, and then roll initiative once you're happy where you're standing. Spore and Claudius and Torgund and Galanadel, you spot that one of these creatures, the closest one to you, the green ones with the harnesses on them, it has a vial strapped to one of the harnesses. These harnesses look like they're for beasts of burden, like for, horses that might be tied to a wagon, but they're kind of dangling loose, and you don't see any wagon in the chamber at all. These things are fighting back against the snake-like heated creatures, but they're losing quickly. You can tell they won't last long. So, everyone roll initiative. Torgund, what do you get?
hold on. Sorry. Ooh. Torgon got a 9.
9. What did Theron get?
17.
And what did Dale get?
9.
Okay. Sort that for you guys. Okay. As you come into view of the cave, these things can smell and sense you coming. There's no surprise round, but Spore, you go first before they go. What do you want to do, Spore?
Right. Yeah, so I'll just do my normal prep round. Seeing that this seems like we're not going to get out of this situation without a little bit of tussle, I will use my wild shape and do... Oh, I love the thing that you have, the API. Let me see if I can get that to come up.
In the meantime, sorry, I had to step away for a second. What was the aid spell again?
The aid gives you
Plus
5
5
more hit
to your-
points. Your maximum goes up by 5, and your current goes up by 5. You might not have control of that on that token, so I'll do it for you real quick. I know you can control your current. You might not be able to control
Is
your
there a
max.
benefit? Is there a benefit to my AC also?
No.
Nope, just hit points.
Just hit points?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So I upped him to 98 for you.
So I'm going to use my wild shape and to make my cloud, my green hue, even greener and more huey, and enact wild shape symbiotic entity, and as I'm apt to do but never really use, bonus action shillelagh.
Nice.
And I've learned my lesson. I'm going to try to stay close to Claudius but behind him.
Okay.
So I'm not going to move. I think I'm within range. So
The furthest back Remorhaz moves forward to attack the carrion crawler with a bite. 25 to hit, doing 16 piercing and 9 fire damage to the carrion crawler. 69 is 25. That drops the carrion crawler unconscious. It's still wriggling a little bit, like you might be able to save it. And then it's done. Claudius, your turn.
All right. Claudius, taking Harumph as a controlled mount, races forward.
Oh. What is that?
He extends his holy symbol up and would ask all of the creatures, including the carrion crawlers, to make a wisdom saving throw as he puts the fear of the cat lord in them.
Nice.
All right. Every single one of them are frightened for you by it for a minute. And the carrion crawler. Wisdom saves. Are these creatures that can see you or hear you?
They have to be able to see or hear.
See or hear. I'll count the one unconscious as being able to hear. The conscious carrion crawler is not afraid, but the unconscious one on the ground is afraid.
Oof. And let's see. I will have Harumph dash, seeing that those ones are afraid. And I will place myself there. End of turn.
After Claudius. Theron, your turn.
Okay, these places. Go to the left.
Three.
Okay. And now I'm within firing range.
Do we know? It seems since they're battling that are we supposed to protect any of these, or is it just kill them all?
The guys
The
in the
one-
middle are being attacked by the Remorhazes. They have harnesses like domesticated animals, and one of them has a vial in its harness. That's what you know.
So-
That's what you see.
So it kind of feels like we might need to protect him, and if we do, we might earn the loyalty or favor from somebody else.
I'm really curious who put harnesses on carrion crawlers.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Well, the
Theron.
cup holder, right? So that's pretty impressive.
Okay, Theron, what do you want to do?
Wait. Is Arms of Radar in the player's handbook? Or is it...
Arms of Hadar, yes, in the player's handbook.
Save you time. That's 10 feet around you.
Arms of Radar. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
That's gonna attack your friend. It's around you.
I can't hear you guys.
So that would attack anyone around you, including your allies. You want to be at least 10 feet away from your allies. And,
I want to get close.
Yeah. So you need to be within 10 feet of someone you want to hurt by it.
So you have to be within 10 feet of somebody you want to hurt by. Okay. Can you? You started up here, right? How much movement do you have left?
32.
Okay, so you went 6 already.
Yeah, it looks like you have to do something else with a range to it.
I'll do Witch Bolt.
Witch Bolt?
12.
Okay, that's got a 30-foot range,
Yeah.
so you can get the one closest to you with that.
This one? Okay.
Go ahead and roll to hit. Just a straight d20 roll. That's a hit.
Sweet.
And,
Damage?
oh, 24.
Ten points of damage.
10 points, nice. Okay. And a bolt of lightning is arcing between you and that Remorhaz. Anything else there?
No, I don't.
The Remorhaz is making strange squeaking noises as my dog plays with his dog toys.
You still have like 2 square meters. Yeah, but you went 6 as an elf. Right, you can go diagonal. So you have 2 squares of movement left. You want to move?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, after Theron, the first of the Remorhazes goes. This one closest to you, Claudius, on your
Has a
west.
speed of 0 and takes 5 points of psychic damage.
Takes 5 psychic. He does not have a reach with his bite, so he can't get to you. He can't move closer because he's frightened of you. So
He has a speed of 0, so he can't move at all.
he will make his saving throw again. And fail it. Still afraid. Helia, your turn.
Helia's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there and cast Spirit Guardians.
Nice.
Which I could see everyone, so everyone should be protected.
Nice.
And I'll put up my aura, which is a 15-foot aura.
So what are your spirit guardians?
They look like a bunch of floating forge tools, like hammers and
awesome.
tongs.
Yeah.
Okay. The first of the carrion crawlers goes affrighted by the paladin, takes 5 psychic, so the 1 failed death save. Then his death saving throw is a 11, so 1 successful death saving throw. And
Hey, now that I have can I have moved over to here, or is it too late now?
no, you can move there. That's cool.
Okay.
That card's done. Then we got a and the card gets to make a saving throw again. Wisdom. Still
So that one would take the Spirit Guardian damage, the one that's right to the
east of you.
east
Yeah.
of me.
Yeah. And in fact, its turn just started, so roll some damage for me. Here's its wisdom saving throw. Ooh, it saved. So we take half.
Half of 19.
Half of 19. Wow. 9 points of radiant damage to that one. It is afraid
Good
of
damage.
the paladin. Can't move any closer to the paladin. Let's see here. So it is currently 1, 2, 3 squares away. It can stay 3 squares away and just moves diagonally. So it does move to there. And attack.
I like how we have all these Easter colored
Nice.
auras. I like it. It does kind of look like a Easter hunt a little bit.
Attacks Helia with a bite. The Remorhaz got a 19 Helia. That misses you.
That misses. My AC is 21.
Got it. Then, and I need to make a saving throw versus the Paladin Sphere. Still afraid. Then we got the Remorhaz down here south of the Paladin, or east of the Paladin. It can't move closer to the Paladin, so it starts snaking away through the tunnels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of sight, around the corner. Does its wisdom save again, fails it again. Golem, your turn.
Golem Dale is going to move down. Attack them. He's going to move to right there. And she's going to cast Fangs of a Fire Snake.
Oh, nice, okay. So when you use the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to cause tendrils of flame to stretch out from your fists and feet. Your reach with your unarmed attacks increases by 10 feet, so you could back up if you wanted to.
Would that one start an opportunity attack, right?
Well, you could say you didn't move up if you like. That's okay with me. Hit with such an attack deals fire damage instead of bludgeoning damage. And if you spend 1 key point when the attack hits, it also deals an extra d6, d10 fire. Okay.
Ooh, I've never even heard of this. So does that mean like fire blasts out of your feet?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Fangs the fire snake. Okay, so when you use attack action, you spent 1 key for that, Golem, and then go ahead and make your attack roll.
What the? Oops, I did that wrong.
We'll take that first one. So that's a 4 to hit. So that's a miss. Second attack. Oh, you're doing all 3 of your attacks? Is that what you're doing?
No, I don't know what he did that by accident.
Okay.
My brother.
But
Okay. Just roll 1d20 then with your first attack. 2's a miss. Second attack.
Come on.
16 plus is a hit.
16 plus.
You want to spend a key point to do extra fire damage with it?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Okay, so 2 key points spent. Then the bad news. The fire just washes over the thing and it is unaffected by it. It's immune to fire. Immune to fire. So you've used your 2 attacks with your attack action. With your bonus action, you could use another attack, but you don't hurt it. Or instead you could like use your key, or you could dodge or something like that. Or just stand there.
Going to use her movement to whack it with her quarterstaff.
Okay. So yeah, you actually did both your attacks already, and your quarterstaff can't be done with a bonus attack. So.
She can do an unarmed strike though, right?
Yeah, but that's doing fire damage, which does no damage to it.
Oh yeah, well, not even the physical, the hit.
Yeah, it
itself?
turns all your damage into fire.
Ooh.
Okay, so what else do you want to do? Nothing? You done?
Normally a very cool.
Normally
ability,
very cool.
Not against Remorhaz.
It's Remorhaz.
The same problem. Helia does her divine smite is fire damage, so won't be doing that.
Yeah, like being a circle of spores druid when everybody's immune to necrotic damage. You're like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna sit here and knit.
Okay, Glendale, all done? Glendale, are you all done?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, after Glendale, Torgun, your turn.
Okay, so he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Rage and
Nice.
attack with his great knife.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be +7.
Oh, hit
24.
by a mile.
And that would be the first attack. Second attack
Hold up there.
is
Let's
a
just
20.
let's do the damage of the first one first. How much damage did it do?
Can I still keep that 23 also?
Sure. If you still want to attack. Go ahead and do your first damage though.
Okay. 12 plus.
Six points
That
to
would
it.
be. Ouch. Yeah.
Okay.
6
And
points
did that
damage.
include your rage?
Yeah, it would have been D12 plus 3.
Okay.
So the rage plus
Okay.
2.
I got the damage. Now, when you hit this thing, it is so hot that you take 7 points of fire damage with your first hit. And then, if you want to attack a second time, roll your damage for your second one because you hit with the second one.
Okay. So they take fire damage?
No,
You
you
took
take
7
I
points
took-
of fire damage. And Glendale, I forgot that you also took 7. You also took fire damage because you hit it one time. You, Glendale, took 8 points of fire damage.
So in that case, yeah, I don't necessarily want to swing again. Did it take any damage?
Yeah, you did your full
Not.
damage to it.
So it took a hit, but I took a hit too.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. So in that case, I'm going to keep going. So then I'll roll the damage again.
Yep. Ooh, nice one that time. 17.
17.
And then you took 9 more fire. Do you resist fire while you're raging? Normally, no, unless you're a certain type of barbarian.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm a.
So you're down 16 damage, and Glendale, you're down 8 damage. So to adjust your token hit points, you click the token, click the green circle with your hit points in it, type minus however much damage you're down, and hit enter.
my art.
Does that only go 5 feet? So would Glendale still get it if?
Glendale would not have
10
got
feet
it
away?
if she had stayed 10 feet away.
Okay.
Okay, got the
I still
barbarian.
have my.
Yeah, I got Torgan's hit points down.
Okay.
Working on Galanadil -9 or -8.
-8. Alright, after Torgund, the Gif, he rushes forward. We will take him down. 1, 2, 3, 4. He props his pistols on the rock wall there, fires between Torgund, or over Torgund's head, onto the snake-like creature. A pistol report echoes through the caverns. 11 flies high. 16 connects for 8 points of piercing to the Remorhaz. And then the Crawler 1. This one not afraid of the Paladin. Not affected by the... it just kind of backs up into the corner there. And tries to make itself really skinny against the rock wall. As if hiding in fear. That's it for round 1. Round 2, Spore.
Excellent. Oh, what did I just do? Okay. So I'm going to go here. I think that's where I lined it up. I'm going to cast Chill Touch Cantrip. But actually, I'm going for this one. I thought I had it lined up.
Yeah, you can see him.
So it was here, actually. Anyways, you get what I'm trying to do. So
Yep.
right here,
Yep.
I'm trying to cast one that's down there because I just wanted to make sure that it doesn't forget we know it's there and not, sneak up on my buddies or
Mhm.
my party. So I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
That hit.
Oh, it's a 16. I thought it was a 9. Okay. And I love the new API that Roll20 has. And it'll do 7 necrotic damage. I'll use the rest of my movement to go right next to my Forge Clerk buddy. And move right there.
Okay, then we got the southernmost Remorhaz. It is affrighted by the Paladin. It takes psychic damage of 5 points. It can't move any closer. It's trying as best it can to get closer. And does a wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn. And the fright leaves it. Then Claudius, your turn.
All right. Well, seeing that one is no longer afraid, Claudius will attempt to assist with us bringing down this first beast. Taking Harumph as a controlled mount, moves over and strikes down with great vengeance on this one. But before he does this, he's going to pull a bead from his necklace, and he's going to bless himself, Helja, and let's go with Torgen.
Nice. Cross swords
First strike,
for the bless. That's a hit.
29. And I will strike down and offer this one a little bit of extra love. I believe a carrion crawler is not undead nor a fiend. Would that be a correct assessment?
Correct. Neither is Remorhaz.
So there we go for a grand total of 22 points of slashing and radiant, and I will take some of that fire damage, sir.
You get 11 fire.
I make my concentration check as I strike down again. 16.
Hit.
Is that a good bless? Excellent. I will give it a little bit of love. Not too much. For another 25 points.
That fells the great beast. You take 9 fire damage. The thing writhes around in the snow, melts down into the icy floor for a little bit, and then the heat starts to die away.
I will place myself right there, provoking from the carrion crawler to see what it does.
It doesn't strike.
End of turn.
Your turn, Theron.
So there's only one carrion crawler left?
There are
Oh,
two
one
left.
unconscious.
One is unconscious and dying.
That it hasn't. Has it made any of it? It's made death saves.
It
It's
failed
successful
one, made one.
Okay.
I plan on using Healing Word on it on my turn, if that helps.
Theron, what do you want to do?
Did I have my lightning still going on?
Your Witch Bolt was on the one that died just now.
Yeah, but it didn't hurt any of our companions.
Correct.
So I am going to move. Oh, yeah, I do. Right here, so I can see the guy.
Yeah, you can see both. You can see the one on the left and the one on the right.
Yeah, but I don't like the guy hiding.
So the guy on the left is most immediately.
Alright, and I'm gonna hit him with a lightning bolt.
Lightning Bolt?
He's
Nice.
dead.
Fire
And
away.
Wait, that's not a saving throw, is it?
Lightning Bolt is a saving throw, yeah. It's a dexterity saving throw. It does 8d6 damage to it.
So I'm going to use one of my sorcery points to give the creature disadvantage on the saving.
Nice. Okay. Roll 8d6 for the damage. I'll roll his dex saving throw with disadvantage. You got a 9. You got him. Straight up. Takes the full 22 points of lightning damage. This is the one on the left side of the screen, right?
Wait, you want to go for this
Yes.
one?
Yeah.
No, you're talking about the one on the right.
The one on the far right of the screen?
The one that's hiding in the cave.
Got it. 22. Got it. Okay.
Nice.
Nice
Good
shot,
damage.
Baron. Remorhaz's turn.
Is this one in my aura, Tom?
No.
I didn't think he was, but I always get a little bit confused with those.
Sure. Okay, he's afraid of the
Oh, I'm
paladin.
sorry. I was looking at Claudius's aura.
He takes 5 points of damage. He tries to move closer to you all. He makes a wisdom saving throw at the end of his turn, and he's still frightened. And then, hell yeah, your turn.
Okay, Helia's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, and she's going to use a bonus action to do healing word on the carrion crawler,
Okay.
and then action she is going to dodge.
Okay. How much
As soon as I
healing do you
find my
do?
healing word, 6.
Nice. After Helia, the crawler that you just healed is out of the aura, so it doesn't take any damage. It's still afraid. It's prone, it stands up. And it will just dodge. So it stands up and it's dodging. And that's its turn. Then we got a Remorhaz going. Oh, and it also gets a saving throw to not be afraid anymore. See how it does on that. Wisdom save. Needs a 17, right?
That is correct, sir.
Okay, so still afraid, dodging, and it's done. Then we got a Remorhaz going. Ah, the one around the corner there. Still hiding, scuttles back, trying to get out of view of you guys' ranged attacks. Makes a wisdom save to not be afraid. Still afraid. Golem, your turn.
Okay. Golem is going to.
There's nothing there. There's the shininess of the plastic sheet.
Oh. Okay.
Where'd you start? Here, let me see.
You should have like 60 feet.
How much movement do you have? You're at 35 right now.
Okay. So what's going to happen is Golem is going to cast Thunder Wave using 2 key points.
Cool. Okay.
One right here.
One that's hiding.
Got it. Here's its con saving throw versus your Thunder Wave. Looks like it might have made its saving throw, so it'll take half damage. Go ahead and roll your damage for me.
Damage?
2d8. So 1.
You gotta roll it first.
2d8, 10 points damage for. It takes 5 after the saving throw. Got it. What else, Golem?
Golem, she can use. Can she still use her quarterstaff or no?
Probably not. I bet that Thunder Wave was an action to cast. Let's double check. Fist of the Four Winds, spend 2 points to cast Thunder Wave. So yeah, you actually cast spell, which is an action. So no quarterstaff.
Okay. So then case. She's going to be done.
Anything else, Golem? I think that's all you can do, unless you want to move some further.
Yeah, I'm just going to stay there.
Okay. After Golem, Torgund, your turn.
Alright, Torgund is coming to use all 40 feet of his movement to right there, which should allow him to attack the lower Remorhaz.
Go for it.
And also, what does the bless give me again?
An extra D4
Extra D4.
on every attack roll and on every saving throw.
Nice. All right. Well, so I'm still raging, so I'm going to attack. That would be nice roll.
That's
26
a hit.
for my first.
That's a hit. You take 5 fire damage. And how much damage do you do?
And that's 12, 15.
Nice.
And then second attack. 18.
18 is also a hit. You take 10 fire damage. And you do 15.
And for
Okay. So yeah, you took
So I
total
took
15 damage.
Yep.
Should take it down to 67 hit points, I think. And then after you, the gift goes. Alright, he continues his advance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there, and fires on the same one that Torgon just attacked. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, with his pistols twice. Boom, boom. 2 reports echo around the cave. 12 points of damage to him from one shot hitting. And then the crawler 1 is still hiding, and then round is over, and now it's dodging it as well. Spore, your turn.
Sure. I'm going to move right here. Seeing Glenadale go around, I see an opportunity, kind of learning out, now having to deal with people and, kind of pack tactics, seeing kind of the most advantageous, to help Glenadale, because I'm not going to do a terrible amount of damage. So go right there. I'm going to bonus action Hex. I don't know why that did a D4, but I'm going to Hex this one right here.
Got it.
And which is an ability. I forget what's the whole rule again, if you don't mind explaining again about me doing spells and cantrips in the same round. I can't do that.
Yeah, if you cast a bonus action spell, the only other spell you can cast is a cantrip.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Thank you. So I'm gonna hit Chill Touch. So a spectral hand appears and then grabs. Do Remorhaz have ears?
Maybe something like it.
Okay. Yeah. So almost like a granny scolding it. It grabs hold of its ear. This skeletal hand, dripping in spores. No, it's a 15.
15 is actually a hit. If you use this macro button, it rolls the attack, the damage, and the hex all at the same time.
Oh. Which one was that?
If you click your token and you click the one that says Chill Touch.
Okay, so it adds on to it.
It does everything, yeah.
Okay.
But
perfect.
15's a hit, so click your damage.
I'll take the one you rolled.
Oh, okay. 11 necrotic and 4,
Yep.
or 11 necro, 4 necro. Thing takes all the necro for 15 total.
Where's that?
Got it.
All right, top layer. That's me. I'm gonna sit there and wait. And please remind me if it moves.
Will do. Or
Spiritual Guardians on this Remorhaz.
wisdom saving throw of a 16, so it takes half of 19 is 8. Radiant. And then it's going to attack Torgund next to it with a bite. Missing the barbarian. You were not reckless, right, Torgund?
Correct.
Claudius, your turn.
All right. Claudius is going to take a run as a controlled mount. He is going to leap over Helga's small dwarvish stature and come in to attack this gentleman here. First attack, 22. I will give it a little bit of love.
I think to get there, I don't know that there's any way you don't provoke from that other guy, right?
Oh, I said take Trump as a controlled mount and disengage.
Oh, disengage, okay. That's a hit.
That's Trump's action. Yep, and then 19 points of slashing and radiant to this gentleman here. I will make a con save because I know fire is coming.
9 fire.
And second attack on that gentleman. 20.
That's a
I
hit.
will not give it any extra love. It will take 15.
15. You took 7 fire.
And then I will use Harump's movement and leap back over Helga. And since I disengaged, I don't provoke from that one either. End of
How you doing, Claudius? On hit points. I can't see because I can just see Harump's hit points.
You can move your token.
Claudius is up here.
You move
I
him.
avoid token on token action. He's just off the map.
Oh, but
He's-
you're good on hit points?
He's right there. 48
But
out of
half?
84.
But half?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll keep an eye on that.
Okay. Theron, your turn.
Yeah, can you zoom in?
Yeah, something happened with that crazy zoom for a second.
Theron is right over here.
Yeah. Oop.
I
You get this one over here to the left that hasn't been touched yet.
okay. I am gonna use Tasha's mind whip.
Tasha's Mind Whip, okay.
Oh wait, there.
Hmm?
Probably
in Tasha's Cauldron of
I
Everything.
know, but where's the book?
There it is. They're all right here.
It's got a 90-foot range, so they're all in range. Intelligence saving throw, 3d6 psychic damage, can't take reactions until they move, blah, 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 a bunch of other stuff. Okay. Which one you targeting?
Range.
The left one, the middle one, or the right one?
The range is when you throw any creature that you can see.
Huh. Okay.
You're in range, it's 90 feet. Left, middle, or right?
I'll do left.
Left, okay. Here's his intelligence saving throw. Going to roll your 3d6 damage. That's a big -3 on a save. You got him. 13 points of psychic damage.
If it's a -3, does that like double damage?
It
Wouldn't that be a
should.
great mechanic?
That'd be awesome, yeah. It can't take reactions till the end of its next turn. On its next turn, it must choose whether it gets to move, action, or bonus. It gets only one of the 3.
Nice.
Cool. Okay. Then finish your move where you want, Theron, and then the next person will be a Remorhaz going. I'll use this little clock symbol to note that he only can do one thing.
Only 11 damage on Spirit Guardians on this one.
11, okay. Here's his wisdom saving throw. He got a 10, took the full 11 radiant. He's still afraid, so he can't get close to that paladin. He's currently 2 squares away from the paladin. He can move down and not get closer. So.
He has a speed of 0.
Oh, that's right. He takes psychic damage too,
He
minus
takes
5.
5 points of psychic.
Got that. You can only do one thing, and really you can't do anything except there's one thing I guess could be
can
dodging.
dodge.
So he dodges, and then he's out wisdom saving throw. Here's his wisdom save. Boom. No longer
Hey,
afraid.
he's no longer afraid.
That's it for Theron. That's it for the Remorhaz. Hell yeah, your turn.
All right, so bonus action, Hellia's going to cast a Spiritual Weapon, and I'll get it out there in a second, but it's going to attack this one, the one directly south of her.
Go for it.
That's only an
Missed.
11 to hit, though.
You are
Do
blessed.
I get bonus
Add a D4
or,
for that.
plus
Hit.
15
You
to
hit.
hit? 12 damage.
Dropped it. 2
And
down.
then she's going to continue that bonus action to move it up next to the other one, and then as an action is going to dodge.
Then we got the crawler dodging. See if he's no longer afraid. Wisdom save. Still afraid. And then we got the Remorhaz out over to the east. Starting his turn by use Spore.
All right.
Should move to space, start his turn in 10 feet, deal 7 necrotic, 16 con, save negates. It negated it. Can't move any closer to the paladin. So its only choice really is to go after Galanadel. So it goes to there and bites at Galanadel. 13 misses Galanadel by 1. She just ducks underneath the bite. Galanadel, your turn. Oh, and let me see if it saves versus being afraid. It does. No longer afraid.
Good news is now you can attack it. You don't have to move to attack it.
She's going to whack it with her quarterstaff.
Okay, go for it.
What?
That's a hit.
Oh, nice. Almost a crit.
Five.
5 damage. Got it.
And then is that she?
Oops, I took that off you. Sorry. Another Remorhaz. There we go.
You have
And she took
multi-attack,
8
right?
fire damage from that.
Don't you have multi-attack?
Well, I'm gonna use martial arts to do it right.
Yeah, you can use multi-attack.
Because you have the quarterstaff. You can hit with the quarterstaff again. You have a multi-attack.
Yeah. Does it still have the bonuses though? Because since
What bonuses?
if I do a multi-attack,
Huh?
like would it still have +5 and +2?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 8 misses. So that's
Okay.
your action. What do you want to do with your bonus action?
She's going to try and punch it.
Punch
The
it?
unarmed
Okay.
strike.
Yep.
Go for it.
Is that also +5?
It is. Should be the same as staff. That's also a miss. Okay. After Glonadel, Torgund, your turn.
Alright. Torgun believes that people over there to the right need help, so he's going to go here. And swing away.
Hit.
Nope. 24. That would be /R, 16.
Nice damage. And you took 10 fire.
Okay. And then swing again. 8. That's a miss.
Okay.
And I think.
So
Yep, that's all I can do.
Galanadel was at 46 and took 8 fire, so she should be at 38. And you were at 67, took 10 fire, so she should be at 57. And after Torgun comes the GIF. He nods to you, Claudius, and says, "I will help these." Moves to this direction, props his weapon on the cliff edge for stability, fires twice. Boom, boom. 2 reports, both hit, but just glancing blows each for 6 damage total. Okay, after the GIF is the crawler dodging, and then after the crawler is Spore.
Looking at the relative health with the monk kind of beating this up, and the barbarian beating the one up on the right, and the other one looking like it's a little bit healthier. I'm gonna change my tactic, and I'm going to run over. Oh, maybe I should do the little ruler first. Right, so I'm gonna go right next to spiritual weapon. Right here. So do I have to wait? I'm sorry. I love how you guys have to explain my own character to me, but with Hex, I can I bonus action move it?
Yeah, if well, after your person that's hexed dies or drops to 0 hit points. So not
Oh,
yet.
okay, so then so that's just wasted unless they kill it,
Yeah,
right?
then you can move it.
Yeah, so I'll move here, and then it's still better for me. Instead of shillelaghing, it's still chill touch, does more damage on an average. So I'll sit right there and do a chill touch.
Got it. Go for it. That's a
18,
hit.
and then I like the
3 necrotic.
3.
Okay. And that guy's not actually dodging. Since his speed is 0, he can't dodge. So I was wrong about that. Spore's
Ooh.
done. Claudius, your turn.
All right.
Oh, his speed was
So,
at 0 because he made his
with
sphere,
this-
but not until the end of the turn, so it was 0.
Correct.
What?
So yeah, learn something new every day. All right, Claudius is going to step up and attempt to whack this gentleman here. I clicked it.
My macros are working. There it goes.
Oh, look, there it went. All right. I just rolled a d20 just to see what was going on.
Yep.
But
That's a hit.
But yeah, there it goes. All right, and here comes some con save. And I will put a little bit of love.
Took 11 fire and 4 fire. $25 with the first, 18 with the second.
And I will have Harumph disengage in order to clear the way for whoever else wants to. But Helga's probably going to kill that thing on its turn. But end of turn.
Therian, your turn.
Yeah, sorry. I muted. I think I'm going to use. Yeah, I'm going to use Witchbolt again.
Companions, perhaps you go help the others. This one will probably die from the Spirit Guardians.
Huh.
So then, what do you want to do, Tommy? You want to come over and cast Witchbolt against this guy? So you probably have to move to like right here or something, right? Okay. Plus 9.
That's a hit.
25.
How much damage?
1d12?
Yep.
Okay. 4.
Got it. Okay. Theron is done. Remorhaz's turn. Starting the Guardians. Give me some damage, hell yeah. Do 16, you kill it. Actually,
All
do
right,
8,
here
you
we
kill
go.
it. 11, killed it. Down it goes.
All
Ben,
right,
your turn,
well,
Elia.
then in that case, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Bonus action can move this that far. And then as my action, I'm going to Helia's going to Toll the Dead.
Wisdom save. 16, resisted.
Made it.
After Helia, Crawler's dodge and Remorhaz is going. Starting the aura of the Guardians with some saving throw. Failed it, takes how much damage, Helia?
Takes
13 and dies. Boom, well done, team.
Woohoo!
Okay, Claudius is 33 out of 84. I'll just move you a little closer, Claudius, so they can see you real quick. Glynda's wounded, burnt.
So there you go.
Torgon's burnt. The carrion crawlers are burnt. The carrion crawlers kind of just kind of huddled together. They don't lash out at you, even though you're all nearby. You see back in the back here, the back of the cave, kind of in the shadows, a body. The body of an axe beak, a very big bird. And there's a human with it as well, both lying dead. Looks like they've been dead for some time. Their bodies bear large puncture wounds and shards of ice lie scattered around them. They must have been killed by falling icicles, it appears. They also have fresh bite marks, revealing the carrion crawlers were feasting on them when they were attacked by the Remorhazes. The man's skin is adorned with tattoos of constellations, and he wears a frost giant toe pendant, which is a good luck charm in these parts. A leather knapsack lies half buried in the snow nearby, and inside is an ornate telescope. Its lenses are broken, but the tube is embossed with a mountain range beneath a star-filled sky. There's also a sketchbook containing skillfully rendered ink drawings of the skies over 10 towns. The carrion crawlers have harnesses like I described. They are very skittish and cowering and hunkering together. And that's what you see in the cave. What do you guys want to do?
And how big are carrion crawlers again?
Large. They're about 8 to 10 feet long. Their tentacles are about as big around as a man's arm. Their teeth look like the maws of a great monster.
So they're definitely something that a person could ride, like a human or a medium.
A medium creature could ride one, yeah.
And there's nothing to suggest who was riding them beforehand, because the dead body we found looked like he was riding the axe beak.
Correct. There is no sign of their riders.
Perhaps, companions, we take a short rest. Maybe think about it.
This would be a good place to do that.
In the vial, too, right? There was a vial.
Yeah. One of them has a vial strapped to its harness. They're very skittish, though, and you haven't approached them yet, so...
I'll try and approach it and kind of calm it down, see if she can grab the... and see if she can try and grab the vial for us.
I'll give you guidance on that animal handling check.
Okay. Anyone else trained in animal handling that can help Galanadel?
No.
Okay, go ahead, Galanadel. Make an animal handling check.
+1.
Actually, she doesn't have to use the guidance yet. She can do it after her roll.
Oh, okay.
Because she might just keep it if her roll was good. Oh, wow.
15.
Nice.
Plus 0.
15 plus 0. Okay, that's good enough. That the thing lets you approach. You're able to remove the vial from the harness carefully and step away. As you do, you notice that there is like a almost like a cartouche embossing on one of the straps of its harness. And instead of having pictograms inside the cartouche, there looks like Braille script, little dots of raised leather inside the cartouche area on the harness. So Braille-like script on the harness. You grab the vial. The vial has within it a very very oily-looking substance. Kind of glistens rainbow-hued in the light as you move the vial back and forth.
We have a sorcerer. Any chance that they could do like an Arcana or some kind of check to see if they can make sense out of the Braille script?
The Braille script. Let's see here. Let's have either your choice of Arcana. Anyone trained in Arcana can make an Arcana check, or anyone trained in History can make a History check.
I will take Arcana.
Go for it.
What do you got, Tom?
I'll do a can of
15 on history.
I want to try to use it out of here. So Intel.
Theron got a 22 for his Arcana check.
Nice.
17.
Okay. Theron, you think that is the Braille-like script that Mind Flayers use to write. They feel the script with their tentacles in order to read it. You would think that with like a comprehend languages, you could tell what it says, unless of course you speak Mind Flayer.
I'll, sorry, I interrupted.
Do they speak deep speech?
No, you'll need to speak a different language. The one specifically that Mind Flayers speak, Qualith.
So,
I have a Mind Flayer tadpole in my head. I do not know.
Does the tadpole know?
I don't have that ability.
Spore, you have comprehend languages?
yeah, it's part of a staff I have.
Oh, you have the Staff of Charming.
Staff of Charming.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
My
Okay.
first magical item use.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that takes you, I think, one charge. Yeah, one charge. Okay. So now, the thing's kind of tame thanks to Galanadel, so you can move up to it and try and read that if you like. You have to touch it to read it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. It's like a sound, a series of sounds. It might be a proper name. It is Ignir.
Oh, it's you know, when I'm trying to explain it too, like a spore would. It's somebody's name, the owner, I think, of or maybe the name of the beast. So I say Ignir and look at.
When you say Ignir, the thing's head turns and looks right at you.
Oh, it's its name. This is Ignir the glowworm. No, not a glowworm. The
Carrion crawler.
Yeah, I haven't given it a name yet.
The
So
other
I call the
one,
Remorhaz the glowworm.
you notice that the other one's also got a name on its harness.
Oh, have we went up to this one yet?
Not yet.
So, what did you say that the dead bodies look like they were killed by again?
There's one human and one axebeak, and it looked like they'd been killed by falling ice. If you recall, there's giant icicles hanging from the ceiling of the roof of the cave.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, I don't have animal handling, but I'm going to go over anyways, thinking that they've both been subdued.
Okay.
So.
I'm just curious where their owners are.
All right.
Oh yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
With you already having the friendship of the first, the second one doesn't attack you, and you see that it has a name of Zakul.
Zakul.
Yeah.
So I will lean over and I feel like I read it and I kind of look over its face and I say Zakul, just like you did.
It turns its
and
head.
Does it react?
Yeah, it turns its head and like it's paying attention to you.
Yep. So that's the names, Ignir and Zakul. That's the name. So if you want to address these two creatures.
So let's do our short rest now. I assume you guys want to do that, right?
Yeah, I had a question real fast, Tom. The dead body we found, did you say it was a human or a frost giant?
A human. It's got
with a frost giant.
A frost giant toe pendant. Hey,
is that really like on their toe?
No.
We'd have to take off their boots.
Or does it mean a toe that's hanging from a string?
It's a toe hanging from a string.
Oh, okay.
I thought, like, how random that we'd take off the boots and then, like, oh, look, it's one of those things like you have at the beach. And
Got it.
The vial that you got off of the carrion crawlers, in the short rest, you have time to identify it. And it is oil of etherealness. Beads of this cloudy gray oil form on the outside of its container and quickly evaporate. The oil can cover a medium or smaller creature along with its equipment, and affected creature gains the effects of etherealness spell for an hour, allowing you to pass through walls and such. The two carrion crawlers, they start kind of trying to tug, or lead, etc., you all out of the cave and toward the west, the same direction you guys are heading anyway. It's almost like they're acting like they're trying to go home.
Okay. Let's go find some mind flayers.
I'm going to see if she can ride one of them.
They're not amiable to be ridden by something as big as you guys, it appears. They're a little too squishy and not strong enough like a horse to do that. But they do lead you on across the tundra and frozen wastes and by the mountains.
Did that human look like it had been killed by mind flayers?
No, it looks like it was killed by falling ice.
Oh, falling
Yeah.
ice. You said that. I'm sorry.
Hey, Beach Rat,
Yeah, I was
still getting lots of feedback, so if you could mute when you're not talking and just unmute right when you talk, that would be helpful.
That's really strange. I don't know why this is happening.
Yeah, I don't know either.
All of our mutes are off.
Yeah, and what's strange is that I'm not getting any of the feedback on my end.
Yeah? Only me, huh? Weird. It's gone now, though, so it is the Will's mic. Okay, so you guys will travel across the tundra.
Sorry, just a point of, I'm gonna try to take some of the axe beak with me so I can feed it to the carrion
Oh,
crawlers.
nice. Smart. Good move. Okay. So you keep them happy in the journey. As you journey on, the storm, which has been threatening for a number of days, finally rolls down from the spine of the world mountains, engulfing you in a blizzard of howling winds and blinding snow. After about an hour of traveling in these conditions, staying close together, you come across something. So let me get your marching order. Let's see here. We'll just use the white area to the north here. I'll put Claudius up here, the carrion crawlers, which you're following, kind of. They're in front. So you guys are moving from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen. I just need what march order you want to be taking.
Something's gone weird with our screen.
You guys should be like right there.
Yeah, it, like re-zoomed for us all of a sudden. Moved everything.
So if possible, you said we're moving from left to right or right to left?
Left to right.
Okay, so I feel like I've created this weird spore carrion kind of relationship. So I'm not trying to get too far from Claudius and his aura, but I'm also trying to stay with the carrion crawlers as much as possible. So I'm going to be in that location that puts me between the both.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, I guess all three of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the howling winds overpower all sounds. Will, if you could mute again, sorry. The howling winds overpower all sounds except for a deep and dreadful noise that begins to grind underfoot. The ice fractures like shattered glass and falls away in great chunks, threatening to plunge you into darkness below. Need everyone to make a saving throw, and it looks like everyone is in the Paladin's aura. DC 18 Dexterity saving throw to jump clear of the grass that's falling. So it looks like Helya, you fell in?
Yep.
Helya goes tumbling in.
No blast, sorry.
Spore's good. Claudius is good. Will, who's that one, Will?
That was Torgund.
Torgund, okay. He goes tumbling down.
What?
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Plus.
+1.
The Theron goes down. And Galanadale saves.
Galanadale wants to try and see if she can try and help the others to see if they can.
Okay. You try to reach out, not in time to save them, before they fall into the crevasse below. Let me move you guys to where you can see the crevasse.
Oh.
Okay. The carrion crawlers are on the far side, having leapt forward. Claudius, I'll put your token there on the top. The rest of the party is on this side, having leapt back. And you three go tumbling down into the crevasse. There, and there, and there. Okay, so the three that went tumbling down, make dexterity acrobatics checks, DC 15, to see if you can lighten your fall. Dexterity acrobatics DC 15. Helia does it. Torgund does it.
Yep.
And
No!
Theron does not. Okay. Helia, you're going to take half of this damage. Helia, you take 6 damage. Torgund, you take half. You take 10 damage, Torgund. And Theron, you take 17 damage. You all land prone. And the first thing that happens after the crash and the party falls is you look up Theron and Torgund and Helia. You hear footfalls echo from the farthest reaches of the chasm to the south. 2 figures hurtle toward you, dragonborn swathed in robes, their faces etched in terror. Seeing you, one of them screams, "Drak! Drak!" Any of you speak dragonborn?
No.
No.
Any of you-
Oh, I speak Draconic, but I don't think it's gonna do.
Oh, Draconic, I mean, not dragonborn, Draconic. So Theron, you speak
He
Draconic?
speaks ancient.
Yeah.
So you speak in Draconic, you can tell that they're saying, "Run, run!" And they are wide-eyed and scared-looking. They rush up to you and begin pulling out of their backpacks ropes with grappling hooks attached to them. Let's roll initiative. Everyone go to roll initiative. The carrion crawlers just mill about over there, don't do anything in this battle. Lieutenant Prook. Initiative. Alright, what did Golanadel get for initiative?
$13,
And Torgund?
20.
And Theron.
Three.
Okay. Alright. Everyone else rolled, I trust. Roll for these guys. The first act is the gift. He's just going to observe, not do anything. Torgund, your next act. So, they come rushing up to you, Torgund. They're trying to get ropes out of their satchels with grappling hooks attached to them. They're yelling, "Run, run!" What do you want to do, Torgund? You're prone on the ground right now.
Well, first I'll stand up.
Okay. You look up at the walls of this crevasse. Oh, and here's a picture of it up above here. You guys are like in the bottom of this crevasse here. You look up the walls, and it's about 50 feet up. A very slippery, icy looking slope to get to the top. So you stand up, and then what?
How long is the rope of climbing again?
Normally 50 feet.
So potentially I could have it, or I could throw it up, and somebody could hold it or something along those lines, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Or actually, it can do it itself. And then I guess being 50 feet, I'm 6 feet. Most other people were close to that, so we could get up to the. It doesn't have to be. If it's 50 feet long wall, that gives us about 5-ish feet of slack. So I can use the rope of climbing for everybody to try to climb out.
Okay. So
Actually, I'd say, does Theron understand which way they want us to run and why, what from? Or is it just an immediate, let's go?
they're limbering up ropes to climb out of this crevasse.
Okay, so then
So you stand
I'll
up.
use my rope of climbing.
You get your rope out of your backpack.
Yeah.
That's your free interaction, or off your backpack. Use your action to animate it, and use your bonus action to command the other end to move toward the destination you choose, or you throw it up to the destination you choose.
How Blah 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 blah. How
Okay.
high are the walls?
50 feet.
The crevasse.
50 feet.
50.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Torgan, you have half your movement left where you want to move anywhere?
Up the rope if I can.
Okay. So you move. Which way you want to do the
Or
rope?
actually, no. I'll stay. I'll stay down.
Okay.
And guard the way for my other companions that are down here.
Okay. And you need to choose one wall you want to throw the rope up, west or east.
Towards our companions.
All right. And we'll move you over there. Rope is now
That's
up
west.
there, and it coils itself around something. Let me draw the rope here. Map and background. Freehand. So there's the rope coming down there. Okay. That's Torgun. Hell yeah. You're muted if you're talking, Josh.
I'm so sorry. 1 second. I'm going to stand up and then I'll try to dash to follow up the rope.
Okay, you stand up. The rope's not there. The rope is there this turn. So let's see. You stand up there. 1,
Yes.
2, and then 3. You start climbing. Your speed, you get 3 more squares.
I'd like to.
There's actually 6 squares a minute, so you can get 15 feet up the rope.
And sorry, Torgun would like to be in more of a defensive posture so that people are clear to be able to go up the rope. So I'm not standing in the way of the rope.
Gotcha. There we go. Okay, hell yeah, 15 feet. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Let's see here. You need to make a climb check. The wall's very slippery, so even though you have the rope to hold on to, unless you have some crampons you want to put on first, it's going to be pretty slippery climbing up the wall.
I don't know if Helia has that. I'm going to look real fast. She has cold weather gear, but what she would need is crampons, which would be climbing gear, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
she does have crampons. Is it an action to put on the crampons?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so then I would. She'll still put on the crampons. Will not dash though.
Okay.
So just move up there to start climbing. Because if I'm not dashing, I don't think I can even get up.
You are correct. After you spore. What do you want to do, spore?
Okay. And I'm sorry. And then I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on Theron.
Okay. Good. Your turn, spore.
Theron, and you get 7 extra hit points.
Thanks.
Cast Conjure Animal. Let's
Okay.
see if I can do this. Trying to see if I can do it.
Nice.
So I think I get 2. And I have control. So I'm going to try to have conjure 2 CR1 or lower giant eagles.
Okay.
And I don't know if I did it right by dragging it from the familiar list.
No,
But,
you did right. Yeah, that's good.
okay. And try to pick up Theron.
Okay.
Is that a strength check or?
No, they can just grab Theron and fly him on out of there.
Yeah, fly him to there.
Theron, you'll still be prone even though you're up there until your turn comes up. And then Torgan too.
Torgan looks like he's taking a very defensive posture, like he's protecting everybody. So I'll go and take Helia up.
Okay, hell yeah, you're up.
And then if I have any movement, then I'm going to go back to Torgan.
They have a speed of fly of 80, so they have to do free interaction grab, then fly up, then they can fly back down to it. So you can put whatever altitude you want on them. Yeah. After Spore's doing that, Yolanda, what do you want to do?
There's not really much you can do.
While you're going, the wizards are running for the rope. Then climbing the rope.
Okay.
Neither one of these wizards has climbing gear, so they are... Normally the rope gives advantage if it coils into knots, but they'll just be a straight-up check.
There should be enough room for it to coil into knots.
Yep, that's what they did. That's what it did. The first one doesn't make any progress. The second one gets part way up. 15 feet. It's a DC 12 athletics check to climb it. Okay, so this one's actually climbing 15 feet up. The other one's on the ground level. Then we got Glonadel. Did you decide to do anything up there?
No.
Nope. Okay, Claudius, your turn.
All right. Well,
She's gonna
looks
actually
like
do some
everybody's
ground.
kind of taken care of. So, did they throw their ropes? These wizards?
No, they were limbering the ropes up, but they saw the rope of climbing and they ran for it.
All right. Well, then I guess I will just grab the rope of climbing, and once everybody says they're good, I will just have Harumph ready to like heave them up.
Nice. Well done.
Make
Okay.
sense?
You
On
can
the,
do that.
the
You can do that
saddle.
now. The other wizard will coil around his arms, and you can pull both wizards out right away, leaving just Torgon down there if you want.
That is what I will do, since there is Eagle ready to take him out.
Got it. So you pull the rope on up to the top. They like fly over the edge, land in the snow by Glonadel and Prook. And if you didn't already have inspiration, you get it back for that. But I think you already have it. So, they're out. Claudius is done. They're in. Your turn.
Okay. I don't think I can help Torgon in this case. I'm just gonna scout around to see if I see anything coming.
And do you want to stand up too?
Yes.
All right.
would
Go
be
ahead and take the
super
prone marker off your guy, and then make a perception check for me, please.
How do you take the prone mark off?
Oh, you click the token, then click the circle in the bottom center, and then scroll down with your scroll wheel. There'll be one with a person kneeling. It's got a blue outline around it. You click on it, and the blue outline will go away, and it'll take it off. That's it. Got it.
Got it.
That's how you do all those things, turn them off and on. Okay,
Cool.
so that's therein. Your perception check therein. Go ahead and let me know what you got there.
Plus
Ooh, -1.
-1.
I'm sorry, I'm not that bad. I'm just smart.
13.
Not terrible, Theron. You see pinpricks of white light, small, tiny little pinpricks of white light, deep in the depth of the ice. You call Torgun's attention to the wall of the ice down about the level he's at. You say, "See those?" Torgun, the temperature down there plunges. The walls of the crevasse pulse with a pale green light. Within the ancient layers of Rime, the smudged architecture of a cyclopean city forms. Its streets teem with worms, and gargantuan tentacles writhe up its many towers. Pairs of stars appear within the ice, the ones that Theron pointed out. They move through the walls towards you, staring at the stars. One of the dragonborn above whispers, "They are here." The stars form into or resolve themselves into the eyes of 4 dragonborn wizards. Not like the first ones. These ones are incorporeal in form. And they have no eyes. Instead, they have stars where their eyes should be. They come out of the walls. The city is, you can see in the walls behind them, Torgund. And let me roll their initiative for the next round.
Come on, bird.
The gift says, "Oh, this will never do." Runs over to the edge of the wall there, limbers up his musket since it's such a long range, and fires at the closest one to him. The musket, though, misses wildly.
He's got a musket?
He's got a musket.
He flies in a spaceship. He's got a musket.
Yeah. Okay, the first of the ghosts goes. Speed of 40. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It comes to here. And then it does Horrifying Visage. Therein and Prook, the 3 by Spore, including Spore, and the Eagles and Torgund all see this thing. You're frightened for a minute. 13 con save negates. If you fail by 5 or more, you're going to age quite a bit.
Does my corrupted Charlatan infusion potentially help me with this?
No, it doesn't. So Torgund, how did you do? DC 13 Charisma save you're looking for.
Charisma, or I thought Constitution?
Charisma.
Oh.
I might have said Constitution. I was wrong if I did.
Close.
Want it to be Constitution? I ask with my -1 modifier.
Oh. Oh no!
So you just fail, so you're frightened. The frightened condition for everyone, if you get frightened, is this heart with a little lightning bolt through the top of it. So Torgund is frightened by this ghost. I'll roll for the 2 eagles. Charisma saves. Boom, boom. The 2
So
eagles.
I want to age.
The 2 eagles age. I don't know how old an eagle
So
feels
do,
for.
so do I. We all age together. So now I'm a wrinkly Spore.
Yeah, Spore and the eagles all age multiple years. Do me a favor, Spore. Do some Googling. Tell me how long an eagle lives for.
I
It's
think
a
you might
giant.
have,
They should live
that
longer.
ghost is messed up though.
Say
I
again?
think
What?
horrifying visage is a wisdom save.
Oh, you think so? Okay. That's
yeah,
fine.
I think that is, and I think the possession part of ghosts is the charisma save.
There's a grip.
I might be wrong, but I just remember it.
Nope,
being-
you're right. It is a wisdom saving throw. So you can all re-roll your saving throws. All the previous ones don't count. Sorry. Wisdom for the eagles.
Or do we just keep the better number?
Nope, you have to re-roll it with the wisdom. Sorry. The eagle made it and failed it. So 1 eagle's afraid, 1 eagle's not. Okay, how'd you do, Torgund, for a wisdom save? You still failed it.
Same thing.
Hell yeah, how'd you do for your wisdom save?
I didn't make one. Sorry.
Go ahead and make one.
I'm just doing something. Okay.
Glendale does. Yes, she does. Oh, yeah, is good. Spore, how do you do? Wisdom, you're good. Glendale, how do you do for a wisdom save?
At least elves don't look like they age.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Hey.
You failed by 5 or more, so Glendale ages.
What?
Glondadel is within the 5. Plus
Oh,
5.
within the Paladin's Aura, so you made it, Glendale. Therein, what'd you do? Wisdom save.
Alright. Wait, is it charisma or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Dang.
Plus -1.
Minus.
We'll probably get more than that.
Oh, dude.
11.
Why?
You are afraid, but not aging. Lieutenant Prook. Lieutenant Prook gets an 8. He is afraid and ages. All of a sudden, you have a wrinkly hippopotamus. Lieutenant Prook ages 10 years.
Let's be honest. Aren't all hippos already wrinkly?
Take back your hurtful words.
Depends on how much time they in the back.
Lieutenant Prook is 10 years older. The Eagles, one
That's not
failed, but no Eagles age. That's it for the ghost. Next is Torgund. Torgund.
And they live about 20 years.
20
Who knew?
years. Huh. Torgund, roll a d10 for me. Don't roll low.
Okay, fingers crossed.
No!
Oh, no!
Luckily, it
Why
wasn't.
do you have to say double low?
Luckily, it wasn't low enough, Torgund. You had to roll a 1. So what do you want to do in your turn, Torgund?
Well, I'd like to jump on the eagle's back and fly out of here.
Okay. Just if you don't move on his turn, he'll take you.
Okay.
You should do the dodge action.
Yeah, I think that's an
Dodge.
excellent idea.
All right. Couldn't put the wrench
the dodge
icon
out.
on you for dodging. Then we got the ghosts coming. This guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one flies up into the air to the altitude of the eagle. Dash 20 feet. The wizard takes flying, this dragonborn ghostly wizard, and strikes out at the eagle with a withering touch. 15 to hit the eagle for 16 points of necrotic damage as the eagle's feathers start to shrivel. It barely holds its altitude. Then we got another ghost fly up to the eagle. And it does a withering touch on it. 14 is a hit for 17 damage, dropping that eagle out of the sky. Then we got Helya. Your turn, Helya. Make a D10 roll. Don't roll low, Helya. No problem. What do you want to do?
Helya's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, and bonus action cast Spiritual Weapon. And it's going to put it right here next to that ghost and take a swing at it, the one that's 20 feet up. But miss. And then as a bonus action, or as my regular action, going to Toll the Dead, that same ghost, or whatever this may do.
Seven necrotic. Turns out he's immune.
Yeah, I assumed as much. But now we know.
Now you feel my pain.
Spore,
Monk.
your turn.
Yeah. So can I get the eagle go first?
It'll go right after you. So go to roll
Okay.
D10 for me, Spore.
All right.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh. Uh-oh. Yep. How do you do it here? I'll do it over here.
/R space D10.
Okay. /R D10.
You're good. What do you want to do, Spore?
I'm going to use my wild shape to do symbiotic entity, although that's necrotic damage, but I'll just take the 10 hit points. I will bonus action. That's cool, and maybe I'll move back maybe 15 feet from the edge. Yeah, because my chill touch is not going to do anything because they're immune to necrotic.
Okay. Roll a D10 for the eagle now.
So weird, though. If it messes up, if it has a different of 3.
Nice. The eagle swoops down, grabs Torgun, flies up to the edge of the crevasse, drops him down there, leaving all the ghosts behind below. As
Thank you.
the blizzard
You're most
sweeps
welcome.
over the crevasse, you lose sight of the ghosts. The 2 wizards that are up above, they say thank you in Dragonborn, and they vanish in a spectral whirl of vapor. Looking back down in the crevasse, the ghosts that were chasing you are gone. You don't see them anymore. And so are the 2 that were by you. Looking around, you notice a Dragonborn corpse, frozen while attempting to claw its way over the lip of the chasm. The corpse has been there for some time. It has a gaping wound in its back, and the surrounding tissue is covered in spidery black veins. It has a leather pouch, stiff from the cold, which contains several ancient star-shaped coins, and an amulet of a silver dragonborn, or a silver dragon's head, encircled by a copper ring studded with 10 tiny diamonds. Looking around more, you see another dragonborn corpse, this one on the floor of the crevasse, almost completely buried in the snow, and it has no treasure on it. Searching around the rest of the area, you find no other treasure. So 2 dead dragonborn, long dead, with strange relics. No sign of any corporal form of the 4 ghosts that chased you. And the city that you saw in the ice, the Rime of the Ice, no sign of it anymore. If it was possible,
So were these
if it's possible to be
bodies?
chilled, if it's possible to be chilled any more than you already are in this cold, you feel the chill.
But just in the crevasse, or?
All just from the encounter.
Okay.
Companion, let us move onward and get away from this fell place.
Soon after you leave the crevasse, the snowstorm subsides. You turn south into the mountains. You're nearing the valley where you think the Nautiloid ship should be. You still have to press through some severe cold, though. So we're going to have a group survival check. made with advantage, as the carrion crawlers are leading you to the right location pretty directly. So survival
Can I-
with advantage.
Thank you, carrying crawlers.
That's 2 successes. 3 successes. Oh no, that's 2 still.
Would you still have to make the saving throw if you had fire near you?
This is a survival check. This is like to find your location you're going to.
Oh,
It's a /R D20.
/R
Use,
space D20.
Yeah, and then but there's like a keep higher one. It's like KH1 or something like that.
Yeah. For advantage, yeah.
Yeah.
/R space 2D20 KH1. To roll 2D20s and keep the higher one.
And Tom, this is same day, right?
Same day, yeah.
Gotcha.
And then for the bonus, you put the plus right after the D20.
You'd put the plus after the KH1.
Got it.
Let's see. Spore rolled. How you failed. Claudius. Need one of the 3. Barbarian or Sorcerer. There we go. That's a 1 success. Now, I'm going to randomly pick one of you guys here. I'm going to line you up so I can pick one of you by random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. D6. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's hell yeah. Hell yeah. Roll a D6 for me.
Sorry. One. Well, they're the same thing.
/R space D6.
I rolled 2d6. I got 3 on both.
Okay. You hear footsteps crunch behind you in the snow, but when you turn around, there are no other tracks besides yours and your comrades. Make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 14. You'll get the Paladin's Aura for this.
Made it.
Okay. So that was a little disconcerting, but nothing else happens. Now, one more group Wisdom survival check to finally find your destination. Everyone make a Wisdom survival check. There's 1 success. 2 successes. 14's the DC, so hell yeah, just missed. Claudius missed. So we need either the Sorcerer or the Monk to make it.
And it's with advantage again, right?
Correct.
is that a second person?
Survival.
Survival check.
Cameron, what do you got?
You should get her in this person.
+2.
You're
Ooh.
good. Okay.
Wait, that didn't keep.
And then
That didn't keep higher.
randomly pick one of you guys. D6, number 6. Theron. Roll a D6 for me, Theron. /R space D6. 4. The sky seems alive with worm-like entities squirming at the very edge of your perception. Make a Wisdom saving throw. DC 14 with the Paladin's Aura.
Why is it always wisdom, man?
It's -1. 3.
Oh,
A 3, so the Paladin's Aura doesn't help you. You gain a flaw. It is the stars are wrong. I fear the sky.
Ooh. Chicken Little flaw.
good roll for you, dude.
Okay. And at this time, Theron, when you're seeing at the edge of your perception strange things, you see at the edge of your perception on the ground something strange as well. As you all trudge deeper into the mountain valley, an eerie glow betrays the monstrous outline of something stupendous and ominous. It looks like a cephalopod with slimy, ropey tendrils as thick as tree trunks, tried and failed to bury its immense bulk in the snow. It is the fallen Nautiloid starship. The 2 carrion crawlers begin galumping toward the vessel, clearly happy to have made it home.
Uh-oh.
With you guys in tow, you see that there are 2 little figures on the upper floor of this starship. I got a map of it here for you.
It's a mind flayer ship.
What's that?
Okay, it's kind of disjointed because it's got multiple levels, but here's a side view of the ship right here. It's got 3 decks, it looks like. A cargo deck, a battle deck, and a command deck. It's listing slightly to port. So the port side of the cargo deck right over here is actually like right at ground level. And that's the way the carrying crawlers are running towards that. You guys are coming from the south side of the screen towards the ship. Up on the command deck level are 2 little figures. They look like this picture here. They have purple skin, you can see, and big, huge collars on their black robes. They looks like they have some sort of tendrils coming out of their face. 4 of them. They're about the size of gnomes, and they wave at the 2 Golem carrying crawlers, all happy, and one of them's jumping up and down. They hail you in Gnomish first. Does anyone speak Gnomish?
No.
Nope.
Okay, they revert after trying Gnomish to Common. They have very strange accents. You'd almost call it like a gooey accent, I guess is what you'd say. They say, "Hail! You have returned, our beloved," they name them, Zakul and Ignir. Who are you, and why have you come to our valley?
Ah, well, greetings and well met. We are here to take possession of this ship in order to create explosives, in order to defeat an ancient menace here on this world, and then take to the stars where I may return to my home world where I am king.
We cannot give you the ship. This is our ship, but maybe we could make a bargain with you for its temporary use.
Ah, yes. We can definitely work out a quid pro quo, as I believe this world calls it.
We have a dilemma. We are missing our squidlings. We want them returned to our ship. If you can find them and bring them back, we will allow you to use the ship's facilities to create this explosives you want. And we may even be able to fly you out of here. If we can get our ship running. And then one of them nudges the other one to tell them to stop.
And I'm taking that they don't know I have one in my head.
They probably don't, no. So the one that was talking is the one that was jumping up and down as the carrying crawlers were running towards the ship, and now the carrying crawlers are crawling up the ship, and he's petting the carrying crawler. You guys have approached near the ship, as near as you want to get. The other one, who hasn't done any talking yet, they both look about the same size. It is idly unscrewing the lid from a frost-covered glass jar. The jar's casing is wrought from green metal and shaped like a dragon's claw. Inside the jar, it pulls out with its tentacles a brain and starts gnawing at it, just idly while you guys are conversing. You notice that there's you notice that there's a word. You notice that there's a word engraved on a plaque on the jar's base. The word that's engraved on the plaque on the jar's base is Graol. The other one continues. The one who's not eating the brain as a snack. He says, "Do you happen to have a psi crystal on hand?" No?
No.
Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Anyway, we have 3 squidlings under our care. Yesterday, we took them with us scouting the area around here. We happened upon an abandoned cave. We explored it for a while and discovered some ruins inside, but we decided to turn back due to the freezing temperatures. The squidlings, they mewed and protested as they wanted to investigate further. Soon after we returned to the vessel, the squidlings were gone. And then the storm hit. I fear the squidlings have defiantly returned to the caves, as these things are to do. We need to stay aboard the ship, otherwise we'd return to grab them ourselves. While we're on the board the ship effecting repairs, your captain, or your Lieutenant Proot can stay with us, while you go get the squidlings. Does that sound agreeable?
I think we have a board, unless my companions has an issue.
I'm not sure how much trust I'd place in these guys. They may, we may come back and find them snacking on a jar that says Prook on the bottom of it.
Oh, Proot can handle it himself. And if they decide to break their word, then they will have just signed their own death certificate.
And don't hippos
Look their ruins along the ground.
You can see
Don't
them.
hippos
You can
have-
see them kind of looking at each other, concentrating. They might be like communicating with each other telepathically. And when Claudius said that, they both turn and look, eyes kind of wide. And the one that was nonchalantly eating the brain hands the brain over to the other one to finish off. And he glugs down the slimy contents of the jar like it's some milkshake. When he finishes, he gets a terrible case of the hiccups. And he says, now this is the new one talking, the one that was originally eating the brain. We assure you we will not double-cross you. You guys can all make a wisdom insight check just to see how you think everything's going in this conversation. Wisdom insight check.
Okay.
Hell yeah, you don't sense anything duplicitous. Neither do you, Claudius. Neither do you, Spore. Neither do you, Torgund. Neither do you, Theron, I assume.
Glenadell.
Glenadell.
Okay.
Rolled the 22.
Yep. Nothing duplicitous that immediately makes itself obvious to any of you.
Guess you could try and...
So the one now, the new one that's eating the brain, that was the first one talking, he taps the one talking now on the shoulder, and you can see he's wearing a strange glove. And the one on the shoulder kind of nods at him and says, oh yeah. And the one eating the brain shakes the glove off of his hand and gives it to the one talking. The one talking says, this glove you can use to coax the squidlings into your care. They will follow you as long as you wear it.
Okay.
We ask you to hurry because I'm afraid those squidlings may soon perish in the cold if you don't.
So I don't exactly want to go up there, so can I just use the mage hand cantrip?
Yeah. Yeah, you can mage hand it down.
Glenadell will go
The
up.
gnomish Ceramorphs nod in appreciation of your magical skills.
Okay. And so Theron has the glove, right?
Yeah, Theron's wearing the glove. We will put a glove icon on Theron, looking like this. There you go.
I'm sure that their concern for their squidlings was super important as they're just kind of hanging out, looking at the valley.
Yep. So they're hoping you can hurry and get the squidlings. They will invite the GIF onto their ship, and they need to go back to effecting repairs onto their ship. While you guys depart.
Do we recognize the name Grell at all? That sounds very familiar.
No, none of you can place it really.
Okay. That really sounds very familiar from season 10.
And
Maybe not though.
And it wouldn't be smart to ask them, like, is that a Goliath brain or something?
You want to ask them that?
Yeah. But I want to ask them telepathically.
Okay. Ooh, they're surprised that you can communicate telepathically with them. They answer you telepathically. They say, we found this in the cave that we were exploring. The same caves we suspect you will find our squidlings. We don't know if there are any more frozen brains in the cave, but we certainly hope so. That brain was delicious. Such complex flavors and decidedly mature vintage. If you could bring more back, we would greatly appreciate it.
Like, it's not their fault they like brains.
Number
And perhaps we can trade more for the ability to get a ride back to my home world.
And you said Lieutenant Prook aged a bit, right? So he's
Yeah.
a little bit more mature now.
He's 10 years older than he was before, yeah. Alright, well, if you guys are willing to help, they'll give you the directions to the cave. They give you the glove to get the squillings to return with you. And,
Torgen is going along begrudgingly. He's not very happy about this, but if this is what the group wants to do, then okay.
it's only about an hour or so of travel to find the entrance to the cave. The wind howls past the ragged opening of the cavern in the mountainside. The boulders of the entrance are coated in a viscous goo, which branches off into 3 silvery trails wending into the darkness, not unlike the trails that snails would leave behind. The goo is pickle-like in odor and terribly sticky, leaving behind a really tacky residue if you touch it. 3 of these trails lead into the cave. The cave extends into a natural passageway of rime-frosted rock about 60 feet before it comes to a wall of deep jade stone, stippled with glistening green flecks. A window-shaped, like 9-pointed star opening is set into the wall, its frame rime-frosted and slick with glue as the silvery trails lead over it and deeper in. You hear a sound, far away sounding spore, kind of a squeaking, grunting, squelching noises. Just continuous, far, far away, deeper into the cave. Above this window-like opening, this 9-pointed star window-like opening, is a word in Old Draconic. The word means sanctuary. Do you want to continue deeper in?
What kind of noises were you saying again?
Squelching, grunting, squeaking.
It sounded like they were like lots of power behind that grunt, or like from a large animal, or something that you might expect from a smaller animal.
More diminutive, yeah, smaller.
Okay,
So it's probably
so it could be the squidlings. Yeah, well, Torgen being the barbarian, he's not afraid to charge in or to go deeper into the cave.
Yes, let us go.
Continuing in, the corridor of smooth jade stretches away from you into darkness. I assume you light up light sources as needed. Large sections of the masonry are fractured, bulging inward, with the weight of packed ice filling the crevices. Shards of green glassy... Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know about anybody else, but what is it? Theron has dark vision, and Torgen is human, but he's wearing the goggles of night.
Okay. Let's see here. Shards of green, glassy rubble litter the floor, and the air is deathly still. A decrepit voice croaks from the gloom. Growl? Growl? You see ahead, floating in the air, a brain inside a big jar. Similar to the jar that the little gnomish mind flayers were eating out of previously. And in fact, the jar has a plaque on the bottom of it with a name on it. Move you guys into position here. Alright. So you're traveling down this tunnel here. from the top of the screen toward the bottom of the screen. And get a marching order there for you. Let's see, assume the tunnel continues on to the north, in case you want to be further back than the map allows. I'll draw something here for it.
I don't quite understand. Is the tabaxi on the giant cat, or
Yeah, he's normally riding it.
Okay.
Keep him off so I don't get token on token action.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. So yeah, set up your march order, and you can keep going backwards from here if you need to.
And we're going from the bottom to the top?
From the top to the bottom.
Top to the bottom.
Yep.
Oh, top to bottom, then I'm going to be... Whoops.
And then everyone go to roll initiative. Okay, that's good march. I'm going to actually move you guys back a little bit further because you can see better. Move back to here when you first see the brain. Okay, so this floating brain comes to here. You see it in front of you, Claudius. It croaks, growl, growl. What do you want to do when you see it?
Graul was taken by a set of Ceremorph, creepy mind flayer-like things.
You see the jar kind of shake, the water inside bubble a little bit. The voice speaks in Old Draconic. It says, "They will be avenged. We will kill all the mind flayers. Who are you?"
I am Claudius, once and future king. Now, if you choose to avenge them, that will be fine with me, as I will take their ship as a prize. Would you like to make common cause with us against these vile creatures that eat the brains of sentients?
Yes, we will. You must tell us where they are.
Ah, well, I will tell you, but you must not injure one that looks like a gif. Are you familiar with those people?
A gif.
And Claudius will do like an outlandish description of a hippopotamus.
Okay. Okay. Are you, before we go to avenge ourselves, familiar with the emissaries of the 9 Eyes?
No, and I look at my companion.
Anyone familiar?
Anyone?
None of you should be that I know of. But if you want to make something up, you can.
No.
Is that the Aeorian 9 Eyes? Sorry.
None of you have ever heard, yeah.
That's my critical.
Halia doesn't watch Critical Role.
Okay, it floats towards you. Then another brain comes out of the darkness, and another brain out of the darkness, and another brain out of the darkness. And these 4 brains just float on by you guys and take your directions towards where that ship's at, and are going to go wreak vengeance. And they leave
Now
you be.
remember, no harming the hippopotamus.
Yes, the hippopotamus we will leave.
If you do injure them, then there will be great vengeance and furious anger as we dispose of your creepy brain and jar thing. Oh, since we're all being friends and whatnot, would you perchance know where I could find small little squid things?
They look perplexed as brains can look, I guess. We have not seen any small little squid things.
They're purple.
Yeah, they look like, I call them land pickles. Have you seen any land pickles?
No, we have not.
Where they're small purple things with long tentacles coming out of their heads.
How much time has passed? Why are we in these icy ruins? Do you know?
I have no idea who you are in the first place.
Yeah, you got to give us a reference point to start from.
Yeah, fair enough.
We will investigate when we return. You catch the names of the brains as they float by. Ukthet, Lirith, Krektesh, Hibernath. Yeah, there's 4 of them. Hibernath.
Well, like, are those common Icewind Dale names?
No.
Are those
No, they're not. You never heard 'em.
Netherese names?
Not Netherese
Okay.
either. You never heard them at all.
Oh, and you said they were speaking Draconic, right?
Yes.
So this might be tied to the city that we saw. Was it very similar language as what we saw in the city? Right? Wasn't that all
Yeah.
Draconic?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Can somebody by any chance would it be useful to do an Arcana check to see what kind of brain this creature, I mean, like, do certain brains look different, right?
Sure.
So
yeah.
To see whether or not it was a humanoid brain or a dragon brain or something like that.
Well, you might find out here in a second, because you see some ruins right ahead of you, and the brains are floating array. So as you're trying to jog your memory, you come to the next chamber up ahead, where
They certainly seem nice.
They do. Those are the nicest floating brains I've met.
Perchance, if once they're out of earshot, Tom.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say, perhaps if anyone has the ability to send a message, tell them that we've sent them more snacks.
I can do that since I actually share a link with the Mind Flayer, since I contacted him telepathically.
More snacks on the way.
Tell them DoorDash is on the way.
DoorDash.
Well, yeah, it's hedging your bets too, right?
That's right.
If the brains win, then they'll be on our side because we told them where to go, and if the Mind Flayers win, then they'll be on our side because we told them we sent them more snacks. That's brilliant.
Okay. There are in
That
this
is
next.
why I was leader of my people.
In the next chamber ahead, there's jade statues of seated dragonborn, each missing its head. It looks like the brains and jars used to be perched upon the shoulders of these seated dragonborn. You notice that the ice is kind of like broken away. There's a total of 5 here. The ice is broken away from 4 of them. One of them, it looks like it had been chipped away. So maybe when the Mind Flayers got here, they found these guys and they chipped the ice away from one of them and took it. But somehow the others woke up after that happened.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls.
Okay.
So
Otherwise, that area is empty.
Do we actually send the message to the Mind Flayers, or to tell
No,
them?
their telepathic range is only 120 feet, so I bet that's what yours is too.
Yeah. Well, we don't have any wizards here. So no.
Aren't you a wizard?
And a
Sorcerer.
sorcerer. Look, I'm
Isn't
like
that the same thing?
Not almost, but not quite.
I'm the most attacking and elemental spells. Wizards just have a ton of spells in general.
Oh.
Does the telepathic stuff come from? Are you an aberrant sorcerer?
What?
Are you an aberrant sorcerer?
Yeah, the new one in Tasha's Cauldron?
Yeah. So you're talking to him using your aberrant mind feature.
Yes.
Then if you made it one of your buddies, then it's within a number of miles equal to your charisma modifier.
All right. So then, yeah, you got the message to them. All right. So you come to the next chamber ahead. Go ahead and put you guys up here. Boom, boom, boom. You stand at the edge of a vast circular chamber with a domed ceiling that curves away into darkness. 3 viscous trails have carved a path across the Rime floor. They lead to a towering jade statue in the center of the room. A robed dragonborn with outstretched hands is what the statue depicts. There are 3 squid-like creatures squirming all over the statue's surface. Their long tentacles are wrapped around its cranium, and they're trying to tug and pull off its head.
There's a statue?
of the statue. They're trying to pull off the head of the
Oh.
statue.
So I look to everybody and I point and I say, "Land pickles."
What is the jade statue of?
The jade statue is of a dragonborn wizard. Arms outstretched.
Does it resemble the ones that we helped climb out of the crevasse?
Or the ones that were chasing them.
Wait, which ones?
The ones that were chasing them?
Not the ones that were...
Not the ones you helped, no.
Okay.
Several.
So in other words, if the ones we helped were one faction, then this looks like it would be a different faction.
Correct.
Alright,
You're gonna what?
Since I have the glove, I was gonna... Can I call them off?
Yeah. Let me finish describing the room and what you see when you look in. And then you can call them off. Several stone friezes lie in the chamber's walls, and stone benches with clawed dragon feet are placed in front of each carving. The wall to the left over here, you can just barely make out the carving with your light or with your dark vision. It'll go to about that wall. The far wall you can't see from where you're standing. So the first carving you see on the wall over here, with a bench in front of it, depicts hundreds of dragonborn workers toiling to construct towering buildings made of colossal slabs of stone. That's about all you can see from the entryway. You, from the entryway, can call the squidlings over, so do you want to do that, Theron? Or do you guys want to explore the chamber more?
Yes. Well, I think we can go in first, but I want to call them first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Theron, you get to there. Everyone else put you guys where you want to be when Theron's there. I'm going to move you towards the room there. So put you guys where put you guys where you want to be when Theron calls the squidlings over. Once you're happy where you're standing, go ahead and roll initiative.
Are they seriously going to attempt to eat our brain?
So, Torgund, what do you get for initiative?
I'm doing it right now. 19.
What's wrong?
What did Theron get for initiative?
20.
Yes.
What did Galanadel get for initiative?
11.
Okay. So you can see the freezes continue. There's more that you could explore once you get within sight of them. Therein calls the squidlings. The squidlings look at the glove and immediately start slipping and sliding down the statue's sides. You see that there is a small frost-covered brass panel at the base of the statue. As the squidlings clamber down and start moving towards Theron, the last squidling's tentacles drag across that brass plaque. It looks like it has some words carved in it, but you can't make them out from here. The plaque detaches from the statue, and you can see that there's some complex series of star-shaped cogs and brass levers below the plaque, and they begin to move of their own volition. The statue shudders to life, shedding frost as it sweeps its arms toward the ceiling and lifts its head, gazing upward. Incandescent light beams project from its eyes, creating a star field which fills the upper reaches of the chamber. The stars glow and grow larger and flit by as if the entire room were hurtling through space. This movement stops suddenly, and through the Stygian void a planet of green stone hangs ominously, surrounded by 9 stars. One by one the stars resolve into unblinking eyes. The golem lowers its head and speaks in a voice like grinding stone. In Draconic it says, "Never shall we be used, never shall we be lost." And you guys rolled initiative. The golem is made out of jade stone with flecks of opalescent crystal in it. Roll his initiative.
No, I kind of wish the squidlings or the land pickles actually took the head off.
We don't know if it was bad.
Do you know what's really good? Pickles. I'm actually looking at the land pickles and considering if they're edible, right? If
Right.
they're right.
Okay, those squidlings are going to go right after you, Theron, and it looks like they're going to follow you wherever you go. And Theron, you get to go first initiative.
Alright. I'm gonna try and reason with this thing and speak in Draconic because that seems like its own language. And ask, and say we mean no harm.
Make a persuasion check, DC 20.
Oh, +8. Aha.
Oh no! 17.
The golem speaks back to you in its draconic language. It says, "Shed your mortal skin and join the great game at the edge of time." Do you want to move anywhere, Theron? That was an action for the persuasion check.
No. Not gonna move.
Not going to move? Okay, the squidlings have a speed of 15. So these squidlings are like hovering above the ground and pulling themselves along the ground with their tendrils, their oversized tendrils, leaving this viscous, slimy trail behind them. Let's see here. They're going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one gets to there. This one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. This one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. They're done. Theron's done. Lair action time. One of the stars detaches from the ceiling, comes crashing down toward the ground. Striking toward you, Torgund. Make a DC 17 dexterity saving throw to dodge out of the way of this comet falling from the sky.
How am I not proficient in dexterity? Oh well. 14.
Dang.
You are in the paladin's aura. So that becomes 19. So with the will of the gods of this other dimension the paladin comes from, you dodge out of the way of the comet just in time as it crashes onto the floor. Oh yeah, you'd have advantage too, right? Okay. So that is the lair action. Torgund. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the legendary action after Theron. So right after your turn, Theron, there's both the lair action and the legendary action. The lair action is... the legendary action is going to be... The thing's eyes, if you recall, shone up onto the ceiling, and they are what created the stars up above in the ceiling. They come down at you, but the rays don't quite reach to you guys. So it doesn't take a legendary action yet. So let me take that back. Sorry about that. Next to go is Torgund. Go ahead, Torgund.
Let's see here. I'd like to try to... Yeah, I know it's still trying to attack us, and the DC is probably still pretty high. But as we're slightly out of range, and... yeah, he threw the ceiling at me. But I'd like to try to, do some kind of war cry and try to intimidate it into, we will be forced to destroy you if we, and we don't want to do that kind of thing, or something along
Okay,
those lines.
Make an intimidation check, DC 20.
Jaden's probably screaming out, "The sky!"
This will be my last try. Oh, never mind. Alright, didn't work.
It says, "The great mothers and fathers await. It is futile to resist." Anything else, Torgund? I'll move anywhere?
I still have my... So I'm going to move... Oops. Hang on. I had the wrong thing selected. I'm going to move over... Six. I'm going to move right here.
Okay, after Torgun comes the Golem. The Golem comes stomping forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. And then it will ready an attack if anyone gets within its range. And it is done, and all its legendaries reset. And then Spore's turn.
And then Shillelagh, and then move.
So, now that the thing's gotten closer, its rays out of its eyes form a radiant beam 30 feet long, 5 feet wide. That's going to strike Helia and Harumph and Claudius.
Is that using the new Draconic Unearthed Arcana rules?
I don't. What using new Arcana rules?
Don't worry about it. Never mind.
Oh, okay. All right. So the eye ray shooting out is radiant damage to the tune of dun, 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 24,
Save or
24 points of radiant damage. It's a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. If you make the save, you take half damage. So Helia, you take only
Is that
12. Claudius, you only take 12, and Claudius's mount.
is that for everybody?
Nope, just
Everybody
Helia,
has to do that?
just Helia and Claudius and Harumph. So I think all of you made it. All of you only take half damage at 12 points of radiant, and no one's blinded. Okay, that's his legendary. Now, Golem, your turn.
Dale. She is going. Yes. She's going to try and. I think she should whack the golem. Yeah, she's gonna whack the golem. Okay.
What's Golem hit points? What's her maximum and her current?
She has 63.
63. And what's her current?
No, her maximum is 54, but she has 60.
How does she have 63 currently?
Pretty sure
hit
she
dice.
No, that doesn't work that way.
It can't go over your max, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, then she has 54.
54? Okay,
Sorry.
got it. I reset it for you. Okay, go ahead, Golem. Okay, as soon as you close and reach, it'll use its ready action to attack you. So it smashes you with its fist. This is going to be a 24 to hit, doing 19 points of bludgeoning damage. And now you can take your attacks.
Okay.
I think that hits.
Going, yes. 24 damage. She is going to try. Fire. Can fire affect the statue?
You don't know yet
Yeah.
if it can or not.
This one's Jade, so it's hard to say. And it may be magical. Probably is magical.
Okay. 19 for the attack. She's
That'll
going to then hit it with her staff.
Where? Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
So you want to attack it with your quarterstaff?
Yep.
Okay, and then was this 19 that attack roll?
Yeah.
First one hit. How much damage?
Yeah. It is a 1d6.
4.
Got it.
And then going to do multi-attack, so
D20 plus 5, right?
Seven,
Seven.
I'll
missed.
take 7 hits. Okay, then she's going to try and do her unarmed attack. Which is
15.
Is that hit?
15 missed.
What?
Ooh.
Dang it! No.
All right, after Galanadel, Claudius. Oh wait, I'm
Right,
sorry. After
Claudius.
Galanadel, we got another legendary. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so the legendary action will strike out at Galanadel again. Oh, Galanadel, you took 19 damage on your first hit. Second strike against you is a 24 to hit for another 19, so you've taken 38 damage. So you should be down to 40, 14, 16 hit points out of 54. I'll let you adjust your hit point bar down to 16, and now your turn, Claudius.
Claudius takes her rump as a controlled mount and says, "We must spread out, companions. It has area of effect attacks and aligns." He moves to there, and as he moves through, he will take a bonus action to use one of his beads, and he will bless Helga and Tormund, and himself, of course. And then he will stride forward and strike down with great vengeance at this one.
And Torgon is also carrying the mace of smiting, I think it is.
Nice.
This is a construct.
Nice, yeah.
Missing horribly, second attack. 22.
That hit.
And we will go ahead and I will offer this one a 3rd level smite. For 32 points.
Turns
End
out
of turn.
it is unfortunately immune to radiant damage.
No! End of turn.
So is that 15 slashing include your divine strike, or is that just pure slashing?
I am a 10th level paladin, sir. I have no improved divine strike yet.
Got it. Okay, 15 points of slashing damage on the thing. Claudius is done. Helya, your turn.
I'm going to cast. Helly's going to cast a spiritual weapon at 4th level.
Okay.
And take a swing. 16.
Add your
believe
bless
I'm
to that.
20 to hit for
20.
16 damage.
16. Got it.
And then Helya will then toll the dead as an action for 15 necrotic damage. Or I'm sorry, 15 necrotic damage because it's injured.
You got it. Okay. Finish your move where you like, Helya. The round is over. Theron, your turn.
I'm going to use a 4th level lightning bolt.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to use a sorcery point to give the creature disadvantage on the dexterity saving throw.
Okay. It is straight up because it only has magic resistance. Oh, it made it save. So give me the damage, and I'll cut it in half.
Alright, good.
What's the damage? You gotta tell me.
9d6. Good. I'm not doing anything.
38.
Nice damage. Alright, so that's 19 damage to it. All done
Say
there?
it.
That's pretty impressive.
Alright, yeah, I'm done.
The little squidlings all run around behind you to there. And then after that comes lair action. Okay, lair action number 2. It's gaze. Oh, Galanadel, your hit points. They should be down to. So you took 38. So it should be at 16 hit points out of 54. So I'm going to do that for you. But keep an eye on that. Oops, not that. 16. There we go. So Galanadel, 16 out of 54 hit points. It's gaze. I don't know which of you is the worst threat, if any. So the 3 closest to it, starting with Galanadel. Looks like it's going to be 6. It's going to be Claudius. Okay, Claudius. The creatures gaze connects with yours. It doesn't do the radiant damage again this time, but instead, you feel the incomprehensible gaze of the stars above. And you need to make a DC. Oh, no. You stand firm against its gaze, and even though it tried to instill great fear in you, you are immune to that.
Huzzah!
Alright, that's it for its lair action. Torgun, your turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up the bonus against constructs for the Mace of Smiting. Do you happen to have that?
Yeah, I got it. I'll put it to the screen here real quick. Go ahead and attack with a mace like if it's a regular mace, and I'll tell you what the bonuses are. We can just add it in here.
Seven.
There we go. There's your Mace of Smiting. It's +3 to attack and damage versus a construct, and does extra cool stuff on a crit.
Okay, so then instead of +7, it would have been plus. So +9. So 18.
And you're blessed. Go roll a d4 and add to it.
3, so that's 21.
That's a hit.
Okay. And then the damage is takes an extra 7 bludgeoning damage, or 14 if it's a construct. So I do 14 damage automatically.
Oh, that's when you roll a 20. That's when you roll a 20. Otherwise, it's just the +3 damage.
Oh, 20. Got it. And then the mace is. I have that either off the top of my
Mace
head.
is a d6. So d6 +3 for strength, +3 for the mace. Plus more of your rage.
And I am raging.
Okay.
So that would be
+8.
+3, +3, +2, which is +8.
10 points of magic bludgeoning to it. That's your first stack. Next stack. That's a hit.
Got a 6 +8. 9.
Okay.
And then, since this is the last one, I'm also going to Frenzy.
Okay.
Which gives extra attack.
Okay.
So that's another
That's
D20, 25. For another 12.
All right. Move your token up next to the guy. Oh, what's that broken heart symbol for you? I can't remember what that was for.
Afraid from the ghost.
From the ghost far away. That's what I thought. Okay. We'll get rid of that. Throw the rage
on
on
top
you.
of that, I don't have that anymore anyway.
Yep. I took it off. Go ahead and move your token where you want to be.
Sure.
I assume adjacent to it since you're attacking it.
Yeah. I can't attack with my mace from this far away. So I will be, let's say, right here.
All right. And this is just...
No, right here.
This is
so
just...
I'm inside the...
Okay. Hey, let's see. That Frenzy. Does it give you an extra attack as a bonus or just an extra attack?
Let me double check.
Bonus, so you can't do it the same round you rage.
What's that? Yeah, I can couple those. So I can rage and then frenzy on top of that.
That's what I'm asking. It might be worded such that when you rage and as a bonus every other round.
It says, so Path of Berserker, starting when you choose this path at 3rd level, you can go into a frenzy when you rage.
Okay.
If you do so, for the duration of your rage, you can make a single weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Got it. Okay. So you don't get that 3rd attack this round because you used your bonus to rage. So you can't use your bonus to make the weapon attack, but on following rounds you can. So I'll just add 12 hit points back. There we go.
Oh, sorry. What I meant was that I guess I should have said it earlier, but I wanted to rage at the very beginning.
Yeah, raging takes a bonus action. So you can't bonus action rage and bonus action extra attack in the same round.
Got it.
So,
Interesting.
Torgun's there. He's done. This is that cool mace. Mace of Smiting. It's fashioned from a single piece of obsidian. It's got the phrase in Draconic, those willing to deny themselves the radiance of the stars would be better to pluck out their eyes and cast them away. So, yeah. Pretty cool. That's it for Torgun. Then the Golem. Resets all his legendaries. And his actions. Let's see, he will stay focused on Galanadel. Strike the monk again. Ooh, missing Galanadel. Next attack on Galanadel. Missing her twice with double ones. Smashing the ground all around the monk as the monk dances deftly to avoid the strikes. Golem's done. Spore, your turn.
With 2 1s, he should have fallen over, too.
Yeah. Over.
Seeing that you look pretty, I was going to conjure creature, but in lieu of that, I am going to healing word. So I'm going to do it from D&D Beyond because I don't know if the API is set up for different levels.
Okay.
So 10 healing. That's all I can do to Glonadale. And then if I understand the actions appropriately, that was a bonus action. As my action, I'm going to use a cantrip, Chill Touch.
Go for it.
Okay, so I did get it right.
Yep. That's a miss.
That
though.
misses.
Okay. Finish
Okay.
your move where you want, Spore. Let me know when you're done moving.
Stay right there.
Right there. Okay, legendary action coming up. It's going to use all 3 of its legendaries to do something big here. The thing does raises up its feet and stomps them onto the ground, creating a shock wave that emanates around it to 30 feet of the goblin. That's going to get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll get Theron. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shoot, it's going to get all the squidlings too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will not get Spore. You're out of its Spore. 2, 3, 4. Yep, all the squidlings. Okay, so Spore is the only one out. The damage is a shock wave of thunder damage, doing 15 points of thunder damage to everyone. DC 17 dexterity saving throw to negate it. The damage will be 0 if you make your DC 17 dexterity saving throw. If you fail your save, you take 15 points of damage and fall prone.
And what's the aura? Plus what?
Plus 5.
Made it.
And you might be blessed.
Does the bless help out on saving throws?
Yeah,
Yep.
D4.
Awesome.
All 3 squidlings are impacted by this thunderous wave and knocked unconscious.
I'm not sure we should bring them in dead.
Yeah, that would be even worse for us if we bring them dead.
Remember, you're supposed to bring them back alive as portrayed for getting your explosives and stuff. So, you might want to save them. That's Spore's done. Galanadel, your turn.
Okay.
Did anyone fail their save? Or did y'all make it?
Still,
Gordell is going to do the same thing she did last time. Gonna.
we still have to do the saving throw.
Theron, did you make your saving throw? What'd you get?
I haven't done it.
DC 17, Theron. Dexterity.
What's-
Dexterity.
Oh, +1. Yes! Aha!
Galanadel,
19.
DC 17 dexterity.
What's your dexterity?
Dexterity.
Saving throw. +2?
Oh, wait, sorry, +5, +5.
Plus, hang
Eh.
on. Sorry.
9 and 5 is 14, so you got a 14. You're out of the aura, so 14. So you take 15 points of damage, so you're down to 11 hit points, and you're prone.
So she has to take her stand back up, right?
Down to 11 hit points and prone. Let's finish up this spell real quick first. So 11 points prone got you. Harumph, did he make it or fail it?
Harump already took his damage. He failed it, and he's prone.
So he goes prone. You mounted upon a prone Mount knocked prone. You can use your reaction to land on your feet. Otherwise, you'll be dismounted and prone in 5 feet of him.
I will use my reaction to land on my feet.
Okay.
I place myself on the floor.
Okay, very good. And then you made your save, right?
Sir.
Torgan, you make your save?
What was the DC?
DC 17.
So I rolled a 13, and then I get the bless, so I got to roll a D4, right?
You made
You
it
ought to
because you're in
make
the
it
Paladin
because
Sora.
of the-
And hell yeah, did you make it?
I did.
Awesome. Okay, back to Glenadell. So Glenadell, start your turn. Prone, you can stand up, no problem, just like you said, taking half your movement, and then what do you want to do?
She is attack the golem.
Go for it.
D20 plus 5. Okay. 11.
Miss.
That misses, right?
Okay.
She's gonna do multi-attack, but if she uses her inspiration, that means she gets a second attack.
No, it's advantage.
Inspiration will give you advantage on attack, yeah.
Okay, she uses her inspiration on the multi-attack.
Okay, so on the second attack. So that would be 15 or 23. So both of them. I think 15 is good enough, isn't it? Or what's the armor
No,
class on this thing?
15 miss, but 23 hit.
Okay.
Okay. And then, so that would do 1d6 plus 2 damage.
5.
5, and then she's going to use her unarmed strike.
Do you want to spend any key points?
If she spent a key point to cast Fangs of the Fire Snake, will that add it onto her unarmed strike when she puts it?
Let's see, you've already done your attack action. I think you have to use that key point before you make your first attack. Let's look and see. 4 elements.
So,
Fangs of the Snake. When you use the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point. I'll let you do it now. I mean, it won't be retroactive to the other attacks you made, but spend 1 key point to cause tendrils of flame to stretch out from your hands. So your attacks will do fire damage instead of regular, and you use extra key attack points to add D10 more fire.
So she's going to punch it, and she gives. You do 2x, right?
Okay, so this is your so now this is your unarmed strike?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's going to spend, I think, a second key point to do the extra 1d10.
Okay, let's see if you hit.
So the unarmed strike was an 8.
That's a miss. Next unarmed strike. Oh, did you do a flurry or no?
I'll do a flurry, yes.
Okay, so another key point. Roll again to hit.
14.
Also a miss.
Okay.
And you can
So
take
subtract
off the
2
prone
key
marker, and you can take off the inspiration marker, and finish your move where you want. And then Claudius, your turn.
All right. Claudius is going to telepathically command Harumph to get out of there. And then he's going to look at this creature and say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And he's going to attempt a athletics check to knock this guy prone.
Ooh, nice roll. The Golem, how big is he? 22 strength plus 6. 20 roll of 23.
All right, second attack. I will attempt to do it again.
Strength check of plus 6. 15.
No! Bonus action. I will cast a spiritual weapon. Since my smites aren't going to do anything, I guess I'll use my spell slots to do other stuff. And we'll attack it. Missing horribly. End of turn.
After Claudius, hell yeah. Oh, you can move your mount too, Claudius.
Grump stands up and he disengages.
Got it.
Helia is going to cast Spiritual Guardians. Move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there, and then bonus action is going to use take a swipe with Spiritual Weapon. 21 for 13.
13 force. Got it. Okay, after Hell, your round is over. Theron, your turn.
Try to revive one of the squidlings or something. Are they dead or just unconscious?
Just unconscious.
And do they have to make death saves, or
They
they're
will.
just we can just revive them?
Nope, they'll have to make death
Okay.
saves. If you don't revive them soon enough, they'll die.
Okay, so
All we have to do is bring one back.
No.
I am going to have something stand in the fight for me. I'm going to summon
Aberration.
aberration. Yeah. So I'm gonna summon that guy as the star spawn form.
Okay. Hold up, I'll grab one here for us. Who's this guy? How big is it? Small, medium, or large?
Where does it go? Where does it say here? Where's the size?
It's a medium. Aberrant Spirit's medium.
Yeah, they're medium, sorry.
There we go. We use that guy, and it's within 90 feet. Let me make this token so you can control its movement. There we go.
And it has 50 hit points, right?
Go ahead and throw him where you want him.
I want him to go up to the guy.
Over here, right here.
Yes. And he's gonna do his Actually, I'm gonna have him go to the other side. No, keep that. Here, can I move him?
Sure. Well, he started off right here, so
Yeah.
why don't you move him to where you want him to be?
Here. Right? And so with the whispering aura thing, that's the star spawn thing. At first the guy's gonna have to do a DC minus 12 DC saving throw, take 2d6 damage,
Okay.
and
Got 13.
fail.
What's your
Wisdom
DC?
saving
16.
throw. Okay, you got it. So you're doing 2d6 damage. Go ahead and do that. Oh shoot! It turns out he's immune to psychic damage, so he doesn't take that.
Fine. Wait, what? All of my damage is psychic damage.
Oh no,
That sucks.
that sucks.
Well, he can at least stand in the way.
He can use the help action if you want him to.
Maybe unconscious.
Have him go try to revive the squidlings then.
Can I? Is it too late to change his form?
I'll let you change. No, I'm sorry. It's too late. You had no way to know they were immune to psychic damage.
Yeah. Alright.
Can you change it? Can he use an action on his next turn to change his form though?
Well,
I'm looking at the spell. If the spell allows it.
Yeah, I don't think.
Would the caster know that constructs are typically immune to psychic?
Don't know. I didn't know they were typically immune to psychic, so I'd say no.
Okay, so what do you want to do now?
Alright, I'm gonna bring him back, actually. Can I?
Hmm.
No, actually, I don't have enough movement. Okay, then I just end my turn.
Times it work. That way.
Theron, you anything else, Theron? You all done?
I just end my turn.
Okay, after Theron, layer action. So the thing looks up at the sky, and the illusory stars above wink out, and the room is plunged into magical darkness. Everything is completely dark unless you have like Devil's Sight. Anyone have any magical light spells going right now of high level? Anything higher than 2nd level, for example?
Nope, not for
No.
me.
Okay. So unless you have Devil's Sight or Blind Sight, you are blind. And next to go, that was his lair action, is Torgund. Okay, Torgund, you are blind. What do you want to do?
Okay, well, I'd still want to try to attack this
Go
guy.
for it.
And I am frenzied and raging. And let's see here. It doesn't give me... Do I have disadvantage because I'm blind?
You do.
Or am I close enough?
You have disadvantage because you're blind.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to give it a shot anyway. So let's see here. That would be 9. So first attack is an 18.
With the Bless, that's going to hit.
Actually, yeah, I mean, that's not even including the bless.
Right.
It's a 19 to hit, right?
It
It's
hit.
19 to hit.
Yes, it hit.
Hit this creature.
It's a 19 to hit him?
It hit.
Okay.
Damage.
And then, let's see here. So then, /R. Oops, hit.
What's the bonus to hit? It gives you an insane bonus.
Only if you crit, I think. Where the heck did that go? It's D6 plus
D6 plus 8.
8.
9 on the first one. Go to
So
your
that's-
next attack.
Attack would be...
15 might hit. Roll D4.
You
Yeah.
have a +3 when attacking this.
3.
18 missed. Third attack.
Okay.
Oh, you hit. Roll D6 plus 8.
Sweet. Go. There we go. 10.
10. Nice. All right. After Torgund, Golem's turn. Let's see.
Oh shoot! It's the radiant. God dang it, Josh, you dummy.
The Golem will attack Galanadel. You should take. You're not prone, and you used your inspiration, so take off the prone marker and the inspiration marker, and it will try and strike you. Oops, ignore that D12 roll. Oh, it only got 13 to hit you. So that misses, and then its second swing on Galanadel is a 1 on the die. That misses. Golem's done. Legendary's reset. Spore, your turn.
So even though I'm blinded, can I cast on the monk? Though I knew where the monk's at.
On the monk. What spell you want to cast?
Healing word.
Healing word. Sounds like it should work, since it's a word, but it's a creature you see, so no.
Oh, it's creature you see.
Yep.
Now, am I blinded because of the environment or
because
an effect on
magical darkness, so the environment, yeah.
So restoration is not going to do anything.
Correct.
Okay. So, so what can I do? So, I will just stay where I'm at and chill touch. I'm just going to straight roll. Take my inspiration. Right, because it would have been at disadvantage, right?
Yeah, that's good. Good move there.
24 to hit.
Nice, that's a hit.
10 points of necrotic. Does it look like... I don't even know if it hurt him.
You don't know. You may or may not have. You hit something, you think. After Spore is some legendaries coming. It will do... Let's see.
Did somebody give Galanadel hit points? I thought I heard that.
No,
I
no.
do, but I have to be able to see her.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Okay, legendary. The Golem will do its thunderous stomp again. This is going to be everyone except Spore again for 4d10 thunder. 14 points of thunder damage. DC 17 dexterity saving throw to negate the damage.
What's your dexterity saving throw?
5.
That's fine.
Oh no.
11?
Oh, good.
All right, Theron, how'd you do?
What?
Theron, did you make
What's
your
your
save?
plus for?
Plus 1.
Okay, Theron.
9.
You took 14 points of thunder damage, and you're knocked prone. Hell yeah, make it.
And I already took the damage, and I'm knocked prone.
Yeah, knock you prone, but you're Galandadel, make it.
Galanadel rolled an 11.
She's out of the Paladin Aura, so she takes 14 points. That drops her to 0 hit points, knocks her prone and unconscious.
So are the little squidlings are dead, right?
You look over and they're dead. Yep. Should have healed them last round. Theron, concentration check for your summoned creature. DC 10. That's a Constitution saving throw, DC 10. Oh, you made hers already, I see.
5? 12.
12, so you're still good.
Theron.
Then Claudius, you make it.
Yep, both of us did.
Nice, and Torgund. 16.
I'm inside the aura.
Got
Let's see
16
here,
plus
but that's
bless. That makes it.
No, I haven't rolled it yet.
Yeah, you're at least a 17, and the number was a 17. So you're good, I think. Oh, you haven't rolled your own yet? Go ahead. 12, that made it.
No, I didn't roll it yet.
Okay.
Nope, that was something else.
Okay.
That was Theron.
Okay, go to roll.
So mine is +2. Ooh, 5.
Oh, okay. You take 14 points of, let's see, 5 and 5 is 10. Yeah, you can't get there. Okay, 14 points of thunder damage, and knocked prone.
Even though I'm inside the circle?
Uh-huh, yep. Your grand total was a maximum of a 14. If you rolled a 4 and a bless, and your Paladin Aura. Okay, so you're down. Put the prone marker on your guy, Torgund. Galanadel's down. That was the stop at the end of Galanadel's turn. Or the end of, yeah. And Claudius, your turn.
All right. I think Galanadel, doesn't she get to roll a death save?
No, she has, that was after her turn.
Oh, that sucks. All right, well then I guess let's just keep trying to knock this guy prone. We need some advantage, and I can't see him anyway.
Torgund is prone right now, right?
Yes, yeah, mark yourself prone, please.
Gotcha. That's what I'm doing right now.
You got him.
All right, and then I am going to give you my inspiration to initiate a grapple with the second attack.
Okay. You got him.
Huzzah. So he is grappled and prone. I will use my bonus action to give a straight roll with a,
Yeah,
what's it called?
spiritual
So
weapon.
here it goes. Straight roll. Hey, 1 on the die. End of turn. That was
After
fun.
your turn is hell yeah.
Helia is going to use her action to touch Galanadel and Cure Wound.
Okay.
With 6 back.
Nice. You can take the red X off too, Galanadel.
And then she's going to use her bonus action to Spiritual Weapon straight up.
Okay.
With Bless, it's a 19 for 12 damage.
19 for 12. Okay, after hell yeah.
Oh, and she also stands up, but she stays there.
Gotcha. Round over. Theron, your turn. Still dark.
And I can't counterspell this darkness spell.
No.
You want to cast Dispel Magic on it or Counterspell on it?
Well, I was thinking about counterspell, but it's a bit too
Can't
late.
do Counterspell, yeah. No one's casting a spell right
Yep.
now.
Or you need a higher level create light spell or fairy fire or something like that, right? And you have to be able to see something to cast Witch Bolt, right? Because that would create a certain amount of light.
Witch Bolt, I don't think so, because it's an attack spell, so probably you don't have to see it. I'm looking though.
I mean, it's a roll. It's a hit roll to hit, right?
If it's a roll to hit, you normally don't have to see a thing. Yeah, you don't have to see him to use a Witch Bolt.
I want to use the Firebolt cantrip.
Firebolt, fire away. Attack roll with disadvantage.
Do you have your inspiration stored? Did you use it?
No, I'll use my inspiration.
Okay, straight up attack.
Plus 9, right? 26.
That is a hit.
And 2d10.
2d10, nice damage. 14
14.
points. And you want to stand up too, Theron?
Yeah, and
All right.
also, this doesn't require a turn or a bonus action. I'm going to make my creature that I summoned taunt kind of the try to get the attention of the golem, so the golem will swing at it.
The golem is grappled and prone.
Ah.
But you can fall on top of it and make lots of noise or something, so we can all see it or hear it. But does the firebolt illuminate it at all?
No, the magical darkness is too powerful.
Got it.
Anything else, Theron?
No, I'm good.
Okay, into your round, layer action goes. The room lights back up. The magical darkness is gone. That was there. The cold of outer space starts to fade away again. The creature, a chunk dislodges from the ceiling, and the comet comes striking down toward Theron. Theron, roll DC 17 dexterity saving throw to dodge it.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Theron is struck by the comet.
So you can't.
You're knocked prone. You're restrained. You can't breathe. Escape DC is 17. And that was the comet striking you. No damage. Just knocked prone, restrained, you can't breathe.
So the shield spell wouldn't do anything?
No, it wouldn't.
No.
Torgon, your turn. You can see again, Torgon.
Okay.
Golem at your feet.
So I can swing at this guy with advantage now, right? Because he's restrained and grappled and all that good stuff?
As long as you stand up first, yep.
All right, so I will spend half of my movement to stand up. And then because I am frenzied and... because I'm frenzied and raging, I'm going to whack away at this guy.
Go for it.
And using this nice mace.
If you crit it when it's under 25 hit points, it immediately dies.
Which was plus 9. Okay, so I have advantage on these, right?
Correct.
Okay, so first one, 25 or 24. That would be the first attack. RD6 plus 8. 12.
Got it.
26 or
Crit.
29.
Nice. So it's going to do a lot more damage.
I'm claiming that.
It's going to do a lot more damage. Mace of Smiting. Okay, when you roll a 20 in attack, you deal an extra 14 bludgeoning if it's a construct. So roll your damage like normal, which is going to be 2d6 plus 8 plus 14.
8. Definitely, thank you. So 2d6 plus 8 plus 14?
Yep.
So then it's plus
22.
22, yeah. So 28.
28.
Is it beneath 25 hit points?
It is not yet. That was your second attack. Now your third.
22 or
Another
29
crit.
again.
Another 2d6 plus 22.
27.
That drops it below 25 and destroys it.
Woohoo! Definitely,
Shatters.
thank you.
Jade shards go flying in all directions, and you guys are victorious. The last words it said were Zorvintroth survives. Zorvintroth survives. And then it exploded. All right.
So
Well done.
can we help?
So,
Is,
let me tell you what you
is
find.
Theron still trapped?
Is what still?
I
Yeah, you
could
guys
cast
run over
Resist.
there and pull Theron out from underneath the meteorite. And then there's no more combat, so we don't need to worry about your healing, but you all heal up. And then you can explore the rest of this place. Unfortunately, the squidlings you came to save are dead. That's
we
not,
want. I have 2 slots of Revivify. Do we want to use it?
Oh, you might want to.
That's pricey.
It is pricey,
Thanos,
but you're going to lose a lot if you don't. Potentially.
Well, okay. Well, I'll do 2 Revivifies.
Well, you don't have to bring them all back. You could just do 1 Revivify.
Then I'll do 1 Revivify.
Okay.
Yeah, bring one back. You know,
Our other option is we could go back there and take the destroy the mind flayers and take their stuff by force.
well, we'll see how they deal with the snack pack we sent them. They could already be dead.
And trying to make a land pickle look like it was still alive, but I think Revivify is better, I guess.
So let's see, there's 6 of you, 300 divided by 6 would be 50. So if you guys want to share, it'd be 50 each. So you'd be getting 70 gold each this adventure instead of 120. But they'll give you access to something you wouldn't get access to otherwise. So I think it's worth your while if you want to do it.
I vote yes.
Okay.
Torgan votes yes.
Okay. All right. So let me tell you what you find in the rest of the ruins. The carvings, so around the walls. Over here is, well, the first carving depicted Dragonborn crafting a city. The second depicts grand telescopes erected atop the city's highest towers. The third depicts robed Dragonborn mages on high balconies addressing a crowd. They gesture to the sky, and looking up you see the stars are replaced with eyes in many places. The fourth carving depicts Dragonborn citizens attempting to escape the city. They're torn apart by tentacles summoned by mages drawing their power from the sky. The final carving shows a group of Dragonborn mages casting a grand ritual. A partially constructed bridge arcs skyward from the top of the city's tallest tower. The rest of the bridge is depicted as a constellation which twists and fades out of sight. Then there's a set of ornate stonemason's tools. So the friezes went around the room clockwise, and the last one was over here with the bench in front of it, and then over here are stonemason's tools. They are embossed with scenes of Dragonborn hammering away at masonry, and the flat of the hammer is engraved with a 9-pointed star. Anyone want to take those tools with you?
Oh yeah, Will.
All right,
Absolutely.
hell yeah, yeah. When you pick it up, Helia, make a wisdom saving throw. DC 16, and we'll see the Paladin's aura too.
And I'm going to use my inspiration.
Got it. Well done. No problem.
Yay.
You felt a compulsion to start chiseling the likeness of your companions on the walls. And while that wasn't too scary at all, when you looked at your companions, they all started to harden and become restrained, and their skin started taking on green jade tones. So you figured if you hadn't resisted it, they might have all been petrified.
But I would have still used tools, right?
But you got a wicked set of tools, yeah. All right, so you do take them though with you. You're able to resist it, and the curse on them is gone. The plaque that the squidlings dislodged when they left the statue, it says Zorvintroth, that which survives, as the great mothers and fathers while away the eons playing their great game, our city proves to be the most valuable playing piece. Never shall it be used, never shall it be lost. I'll copy that into chat for you so you have a reference to it. That's what the plaque said. Let's see, the remains of the Golem. So you have the stonemason's tools, they're very valuable. I'll get you some of the gold from the adventure. The Golem has 2 adamantine 9-pointed stars that were embedded in its hands, which now lie on the ground in the rubble. You gather that's where some more of the gold you collect. There's some crumbling antechambers off to both wings of this huge chamber. Nothing of any significant value in those. But there's a strange vault over here. The domed vault is roughly 8 feet in diameter and is carved with odd curves and folds. Anyone trained in medicine?
Hell yeah, is.
Hell yeah, you realize the room is carved to resemble the inside of a brain. Its undulating surfaces are intricately carved with constellations and the trajectories of various astronomical objects. Stone shelves around the center of the room hold urns. The urns are actually jade busts of Dragonborn with stoppers in their craniums. Inside each urn is a mummified Dragonborn head with the brain removed from the skull. There's 5 of them, matching the 5 brains that were in the antechamber. The eye sockets of each of the heads contain an emerald, and an ancient star-shaped coin is lodged inside each dusty mouth. The heads are wrapped in silk bandages embroidered with constellations and studded with tiny, precious gems for stars. That's it. You guys explore carefully the rest of the place, do detect magic, search for secret rooms and such. And you have your one squidling alive and 2 squidlings unfortunately passed away to return back to the gnomes.
We could just say that we planned that way. Yep.
The gnomes send a message to you saying that thank you for the warning. It was an excellent turkey shoot, and we saved one for you.
That's funny.
Why don't you say that it's okay? We don't want any. You can have them all.
Well, maybe we can question it.
So do you guys want to go back to the gnomes?
Yeah.
Upon returning to the Ascendant, the Ceremos are overjoyed that you've returned at least one of their squidlings. They thank you profusely. They also show you, with great pride, the cracked cases of the brains. They show you their ballista on their ship that they use to help them. It is a completely overcrafted bit of gnomish crafting. Let's see where I have that at. Here we go. The battle deck. The middle deck has an open cowl. Mounted to the deck is a forward-facing ballista. The walls are lined with ballista bolts waiting to be used. Many of them gone now. It's a marvel of gnomish over-engineering, with knobs and dials and levers festooning the gunner's station. There's firing instructions in the Braille-like language. They proudly tell you how the slow-moving brains were easy targets for their long-range ballista. The brains actually could only fly at a speed of 10. So they were in ballista range for a long time, unfortunately, for them. The gnomes have 1 brain saved for you, which you can eat. They encourage you. It's very tasty, they say. They also say, wait here and go down into a storage room and come back with a brass capsule, a large brass capsule. They open it up and it makes a sound like it was air sealed. Inside they pull out a pair of hard leather boots festooned with switches, wiring, and transparent crystal conduits filled with glowing green liquid. Tiny jets of blue flame emit from ports on the boot soles when they're activated. They are boots of levitation that they give to you as a gift for helping them. They also, I don't know if this is a story award or not, but they definitely allow you to make the explosives, and I don't know if they can get their ship running again ever, if they'd carry you into space. But the ship is you find out through a little bit of prying that the ship is not functional right now. They need some psi crystals. That's why they're asking if you had found any. So if you find some psi crystals, that might be what you need to get the ship running again.
No, I must leave this place.
You were so close to getting off this planet.
Dreadful icy rock.
There's the boots of levitation. There's also the clockwork amulet that you found, and the oil of etherealness that you found. And one more gift they give you for giving them the brains to eat and warning them that they were coming. They give you a little, Stretch Armstrong figure of a gnomish ceramorph. He's a small little, tiny figurine. They say if you stretch this figure as an action, it activates a enlarge spell on you. It's like a potion of growth. So you have oil of etherealness.
How many times can you do that?
One time. Oil of etherealness, potion of growth, clockwork amulet, which everyone gets, boots of levitation, which everyone can get if they have the spots for them. So,
do you know anything more about the clockwork amulet?
Yeah, the clockwork amulet. And I'm going to put all these in the chat too for you, so you have the full description in chat, so you don't have to copy that to Roll20. I mean, in Discord. I'll put it in Discord for your reference. So there's the clockwork amulet. If you would like either one of those potions, the oil of etherealness or the potion of growth, roll a straight d20 into chat. Append your names in front of them, Will, for whoever's rolling for your 3 rolls. And we'll take the top 2 high rolls to get the potions.
And we're rolling for which ones now? The potion of etherealness?
Whoever goes first can pick the first one. Either etherealness or growth.
Yeah, no, which...
Potion of etherealness and potion of growth. Oil of etherealness and potion of growth. So does anyone besides Helia and Claudius want them? Roll straight d20. So that'll be Thorgan.
Is that one?
Thorgan.
No, that's
Theron.
That's Galanadel.
Galanadel, okay. And then Torgan, do you want one?
So this is for Torgan,
and then Theron.
And this one is for Theron. So Theron got the 13.
Spore, did you want one? You might be muted if you're talking.
No, thank you.
No thanks. Okay. First pick is Theron. Theron, you want oil of etherealness or potion of growth?
Oil of etherealness.
Oil of etherealness. Okay. And then Helia, you're second.
I'll do the potion of growth.
Okay. That is the end. Within a few hours, the Gif emerges, having crafted his explosives. With a bit of tinkering, he and the gnomes imbue it with power from the ship's helm, and you depart. That is the end of Volatile Thoughts, DDAL10-08. I got a couple links here for some feedback forms.
Are there any story awards out of this?
There are no story awards. No story awards. Okay, so this is a feedback form specifically for 10.8. This is where you can give feedback on this adventure itself. There's that one. Then there's a feedback form for my DMing. Where's that? Somewhere up here.
Can I give away? Can I give away a magic item? How does that work?
Yeah, you can drop your magic items at any time. You can trade them with others too if there's someone who wants to trade with you.
Yeah. Does anybody want a chime of opening?
I do.
You do?
I think said
no. She's asking what it does.
I think it. Let's try. I can put this in chat, can I? Tell me if that comes out.
It did, yeah.
Yeah. Basically opens doors. Or lids. Or kind of like a little bit like Mage Hand, I guess.
That's the adventure feedback.
Beautiful source. I think we're good, but thank you for the offer.
There's the DM feedback form. All right, so the first one was the adventure feedback form, and here is the DM feedback form.
Can you post those in Discord also?
Yeah, I'll go do it right now, so I don't forget. So this will be in the Saturday 76 room. There's the DM link, and then here's the DDAL10-08 link. There we go. Over in Discord. I'm also going to post the magic item descriptions there too, so you can copy and paste from there if you like. You all get
Awesome.
a level if you like. You can decline if you want to. You all get 70 gold pieces after taking off the Revivify. And that is it. Thanks for playing, everyone.
Yep. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
Always a pleasure.
Have a good one, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
You.